which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Happy Sunday. Blessed Sunday. I hope everybody is okay. I trust that everybody had a wonderful weekend. I trust that everybody had a blessed Sunday. For the persons who are at work this Sunday evening, this Sunday night, I trust that the shift will end soon, so you can get home to your family and loved ones. So the people who are on their way home, I trust that you will get home safely. But for the people who are at their home, we're ready for listen to teach about some things we have to jam down. Jamra, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, you seen about Vibes Cartel, Buju Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson, Portia Simpson, Miller, Tony and Singh, and Marcus, Mosiah, Garvey, Peeps. Big up on yourself. Man, as to the people in the comments, I will a reason from earlier. You know what I mean? Man, as to the people who are checking, for the people who are there for the first time. Good night, Peeps. We're there, yeah, Mama and Papa, Soon Circle.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey yo, hello! Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey yo, we always up to something. Teach them! Hey yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here, Warlord representing.
Yo, it thing look like a TV station settings. We not see what I go on. Peace, big up on yourself, you know. For the people I'm going to show out in the comment section, manners and respect, you know. You know, we normally do most of the big up, look more them time there. You understand what I say? Zane, Miss Fong, Mike Lewis, Wild Machine, Kevin Benjamin, 9 to 5 and Fine. Manners and respect, you know. Sizzler Fan, B Music, JB, everybody in the building, big up themselves, you know. Empress Crystal Clean, Manners, Ron Stewart. But we'll link some more people look more. So we could get up and running up peeps. Because you know say night are coming up. Yeah, Stan. Yes, I. Boy. It's a good look while now. I'm not touching on them things. I see you mostly little children them are go missing, and based on YouTube new regulations and guidelines, you have to be careful what you do. But I could share that story. This Empress on screen, 21-year-old has been reported missing. So 21-year-old woman gone missing in St. Andrew. 21-year-old Afe Gray of Dunmere in St. Andrew has been missing since Friday, December 20. She's of dark complexion, medium build, and is about 152 centimeters or 5 feet tall. Reports from the Constant Spring police are that Gray was last seen in the community wearing a multicolored dress, multicolored tights, and a pair of black slippers. All efforts to locate her since then have been unsuccessful. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Afe Gray is being asked to contact the Constant Spring police at 876-924-1421, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. I trust that the Empress is okay. I hope that she's alive, and I sincerely hope that she will be reunited with her family in very, very short order. We know we live in a country when the ladies go missing sometime. It's hard not to think the worst, but we are hope for the best. At Christmas, so we are hope say, you know, Christmas miracle type of thing. You understand? Peeps, share the stream for me now. You know the thing go. Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp status, WhatsApp group, all about. And bring the whole family come watch the thing. You know, it's a family program, family settings. You don't have to worry about no expletives and them thing. You know, we not do that something. You know what I mean? Yes, I. So if I am furnished with any more information as it relates to the young lady, I'll be more than happy to share. I think the next stream would be what? Wednesday night at Christmas though. But even though if I go stream that time, because I know I got busy with no family and them something. You know? But I don't know. Probably we have a local call in Christmas. You know what I mean? Celebration type thing. It's a celebration. We don't know. You never know. So peeps, like when I come across a topic here early, when I script the stream, and I come across a topic, I just get up and go my bed go sleep look away, because I'm tired. That topic here tired me. You understand what I say? You feel me I say? We have been talking about this from The Devil Was a Boy a long time. In recent times, almost every stream we touch upon this. And I said repeatedly that the Mountain View situation will continue unabated until good sense prevails. Where violence flares up in Mountain View, Zane, police and soldier running upon curfew, Zane, the place balance here 2 or 3 days, police and soldier move out, and the next week, violence flare up again, police and soldier running upon curfew, and the cycle continues. Listen to this. Listen to me. Another curfew for sections of Mountain View. Me tell you no. How much time me tell you no say that gonna happen? Because the problem with Mountain View is that I know slingshot them I use up there shoot people is guns. And when you go Mountain View and you sit down there for 3 days and don't find the guns them, what you think I got one on the left? Them man them gonna start playing marble and dandy shandy. The police last night imposed another curfew in sections of Mountain View Avenue in St. Andrew following another flare-up of violence. The curfew will remain in effect until 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Then them go left and by Wednesday violence flare up again and them come back Thursday and declare one next curfew till Monday, and then them go left Wednesday, and the same thing will continue because they are not removing the guns and ammunition from these communities. Yo, boy, I don't know. The boundaries, them need to be important, but I'm going to read them because some people hail from the area there where I watch the stream and probably they overseas, so they want to know what go on. The boundaries are north along Bonneview Avenue from the Mountain View Primary School to the Amstead Avenue. East along Mountain View Avenue from Langston Road on to Amstead Zane Avenue to Bonneview Avenue. I'm confused. South along Langston Road from Mountain View Avenue to Deanery Road, and west along Deanery Road from Langston Road onto Mountain View Avenue to the Mountain View Primary. There is concern that the violence associated with an ongoing gang feud in Mountain View is spreading. Yeah. This follows a drive-by shooting in the area, I think Friday morning, Zane, during which a man was injured. So Member of Parliament for the area, Julian Robinson, said the man is from a section of the community which is not involved in the feud. Robinson says innocent bystanders are being affected by the gang feud. You understand? Him have some things to say. I'm telling you what him say. Him say there is concern that the violence associated with an ongoing gang feud in Mountain View area is spreading. You understand? And the drive-by shooting would have occurred Friday morning, which one man was injured. So Robinson now, whose constituency, St. Andrew Southeastern, Mountain View fall in there, Zane said the man is from a section of the community which is not involved in the feud. However, he is concerned that the killing will bring that part of the community into the conflict. He said he has asked the police to increase their presence in the Mountain View Avenue area to keep a lid on violent incident. I'm going to make on hear what I'm going to say. I'm not carrying no news for no politician. You understand? So, I make him talk for himself. Think I him this. I don't know if you're not here. I don't hear nothing. You don't hear things? Oh, alright. I'm not going to hear now. Voila.
I'm concerned that this may bring that part of the community into the conflict. I'm concerned that this may bring that part of the community into the conflict. I've been in touch with the Commissioner of Police this morning, and I've implored him and asked him to ensure that the entire strip and Mountain View is adequately resourced and that there's a heavy presence of the police and the security forces so that we can keep a lid on it. Something more has to be done to bring this conflict to an end. And what is very disturbing is that innocent bystanders can be affected and have been affected by this conflict. People can be driving along the road and there's a shootout and they're affected. I had a businessman who has a business in the area who was very concerned that 2 of his employees could not come to work because they were threatened by persons who said they knew where they were and would come and kill them.
For the benefit of the persons who said them never hear, well, I'll play it back.
I'm concerned that this may bring that part of the community into the conflict. I've been in touch with the Commissioner of Police this morning and I've implored him and asked him to ensure that the entire strip and Mountain View is adequately resourced and that there's a heavy presence of the police and the security forces so that we can keep a lid on it. Something more has to be done to bring this conflict to an end. And what is very disturbing is that innocent bystanders can be affected and have been affected by this conflict. People can be driving along the road and there's a shootout and they're affected. I had a businessman who has a business in the area who was very concerned that 2 of his employees could not come to work because they were threatened by persons who said they knew where they were and would come and kill them.
That's Mountain View for you. Yeah, I think somebody was saying that was a bit loud. Sorry about that. I guess maybe I gauge it off of my earphones, which is not the loudest really, but that's how I think. My apologies. So that's what the MP has said. He's saying that he's concerned that the latest shooting may result in the feud transcending new geographical boundaries, as the latest victim is not from a community or area that is involved in any feud, and he's concerned that it might spread. He's also saying he's concerned about the fact that the Mountain View thoroughfare is one of the most used in the country as it relates to vehicular traffic, and many persons use that thoroughfare to traverse to and from point A to point B, and you can be driving along Mountain View Avenue and anything going on them something there. See? And peeps, it's like me I get annoyed at the fact for come I repeat myself every stream. And they have said from them shoot the brother who them say must the thief some plywood or something. See? Because that's the latest flare up that come from, you know. That's about 2 or 3 months ago, you know. And I said that the situation in Mountain View will continue unabated, and so said, so done. I said that there will be curfews after curfews upon curfews because we are not treating with the root cause of the problem in Mountain View. And the situation is that the guns in Mountain View are remaining in Mountain View, and as such, people will continue to die. How many of the curfews that have been declared in the past 3 months, which is about 6 or 7 curfew, you know, how many of them have you heard that a weapon have been seized or was seized or has been seized by the police? None of them. It's not slingshot the people that use or shoot the people in a Mountain View. So if you continue if you have curfew upon curfew on Mountain View, then you left gone about your business. What is going to happen after you leave? Like a common sense, you know? But the reality is that common sense is so common no more. Hey, Acacia, how are you? You see me? I don't understand. Yo, I'm not even waste my time talking about Mountain View no more. Because I'm tired of talking about Mountain View. You understand what I say? The security force really and truly, and this is not even the police really, but it's the high command of the police. They're not no sense. The Ministry of National Security and all who in there no sense. Because you could have never have no sense. You could have never have sense and realize say a crap you do a Mountain View. Zin? And watch me now, you know. The curfew will end 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'm a promise you, so before the week done, you hear so one next curfew down a Mountain View. We come like we not no sense. Me bombard start. And me no need no $1,000,000 a month for be advisor to no man. For realize say the situation out of Mountain View no make no sense. Ricardo, so what you mean how me I shoot the police? The picture was posted in the Observer family. What you mean? I mean, I understand. Like, you think of me go take the picture, sir? You understand? It's not a picture where me got take and it a hide. The picture is out there in the public. What you mean me I shoot the police? The police them not for hide. The police them for do them work. This is a picture that was taken along Mountain View Avenue. What? My Mountain View we are talking about. You see me as a peeps? So, at the end of the day, I joked it. You understand? Then the man must tired and frustrated at the crap what them hierarchy I deal with. Because them keep on I send the police them. Zine. Michael Feinstein, this is not the show for that family. Blessings. Zane, them keep on a send the police them out of Mountain View for got turn up and look for 2-3 days. And then them remove them. Zane. Them remove them. Hold on the peeps. Can never get address this in more. Yeah. And then them send them back out there, remove them and send them back and remove them and the police them must tired, brother. You see me I say? Me tired for them. See? Me frustrated for them. So you can understand the man them in the position. Like a joke thing one. Nobody can convince me now, say the Ministry of National Security are sensible people operate up there. Nobody can tell me that. You understand? Auntie. Feel me? And next thing, because I not even necessarily think me do that thing yet. Me sure say a few people from Mountain View probably see 1 or 2 of the videos on the channel. Zane? And the reality is that, one, me know many people at Mountain View probably tired, but probably afraid for talk. Zane? Some of the man them out of Mountain View, probably 1 or a few of them will see what go on the channel and say, yo, family, what up to? What wanna benefit or gain from this wanton, senseless, pointless violence? How comfortably is it walking, looking over your shoulder 24 hours of the day? We're not concerned about the lives of our family and the people that we say we love. Let me talk to the man them at Mountain View. Let me take off my glass. Let me can see me clear. Eh? How long shall this nonsense continue? You understand? I know man probably go say, yo, about teach, you don't really know what go on, you know, and man have to protect them head. Yeah, but at the end of the day, what? Somebody dead, and then somebody dead for that somebody there, and somebody dead for that somebody there, and somebody dead for that somebody there. It now stop. It now stop. Because every man head after every man have to take revenge. And no man now take no styling and no man now take no this. So we just continue kill and kill and kill. And when you kill people are kill back your people. And then when it's done, when a man go kick down your mother door and murder her, you think that worth it? When a man kidnap your daughter and rape her and cut off her head, you think that worth it? When you kidnap a man's daughter and cut off her head after you rape her, you think that worth it? Who a benefit? Who a win? Who a get the Badman medal at the National Badman Award ceremony? Who a get the $1 million after them get the Badman Grammy? Who a get the Nobel War Prize? Like, I'm confused. I don't know. Father Danny, big up yourself and a brother. You know, I appreciate the support something there. You understand? I appreciate the contribution likewise, you know. You see it? Yeah, man. I don't know. Man, them, most of the time, if you really find out a man them a war over, Zane, or somebody else to contribute to it, me say before me get myself in a trouble in a night. Jerome K. Battle, big up yourself and a family. Man, as I respect and I appreciate the contribution. Yes, sir. Blessings. I appreciate the support as well. Father Spring Garden, man, as I respect and a brother. See? But I say, why, bro, don't fire Chang and Anderson? Because the man, they're my friend, brother. Yeah, I said, I'm good enough, Spring Garden. I give thanks, despite the struggles we face in our country, and brother. Yeah, I mean, Zane. I believe you know still. But if I know one thing, I kill we off in our countries are next. Because, boy, I don't know. Sitting around with you, you know. Then set to your way. You understand? I said then set with something. May I tell you? It's not just simple, sir. You see it? Many lives have been lost on the roads since the start of the year. Mostly because of speeding, reckless overtaking, dangerous driving, driving under the influence, and just being silly on the road. Yeah? Road Safety Council to revamp below 300 campaign. So there was a situation where the Road Safety Unit had grand goals, objective of realizing less than 300 deaths on the road for 2019. They will have to revise that. Vice President of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Lucien Jones, says the government and other stakeholders will be seeking to revamp the Below 300 campaign next year. The Below 300 campaign targets keeping road fatalities below the self-imposed 300 threshold. But since its implementation in 2006, the below 300 road fatalities have only been achieved once in 2012. So far this year, 417 people have been killed on the nation's streets. Of the road deaths, 129 have been motorcyclists. Dr. Jones says it is time for the Road Safety Council to re-evaluate the program. Meanwhile, Dr. Jones is welcoming the launch of the Drive Safe app designed to allow the public to report traffic violations. Dr. Jones says many people are already taking videos and making reports through social media. So he is praising the efforts of the government to formalize that practice. Zane, and the thing about all of this, peeps, is that things can be done to improve that something, Look here. This is one of my things. Any problem in this world, no matter how big, no matter how small, there's a solution for it. Of the 417 road users killed since the start of the year not done it, and I remember that there's normally a spike in and around the Christmas season, God forbid. Hopefully that is not the case this year. 129 are motorcyclists. And you know why so many motorcyclists are dying? Because no more than 10 to 20% of motorcyclists in Jamaica ride using protective gear. And I am sure that somewhere in the laws of the land it says you're not supposed to ride a motorcycle without a helmet. But me say, man, I ride past police helmetless pan a regular. You understand what I say? Every day. So then how are we going to reduce the number of motorcycle fatalities if we do not impose the law? Because you see the reality, you know, some of the laws and the books in this country are crap. $100 law, $50 law, $20 law, $10 law, $1 law. See? But the reality is that even though some of these laws are antiquated and archaic and medieval, see? If the laws on the book that make sense were being enforced consistently and properly, would have a better country. I say that again. If the laws that make sense, because some of them don't make no sense, Zane, were being enforced consistently without fear or favor, Jamaica would be a better place. See? Also, the regulations governing motorcycles is absolutely ridiculous. And as such, motorcyclists tend to be a law unto themselves. You know the law there? Lawless. You feel me? As a people, we talk too much. Not doing enough. You understand? We spend 3 more time talking than doing things. So we always at a deficit when it come on to doing. We go to parliament and we make big speech and big promises. We go up on political platforms and we make big speech and big promises. And the simple, the basic, the fundamentals we are not doing. How are people going to stop dying off bikes if we keep on allowing them to ride without helmets? We now say people now go dead if they wear the helmet, you know. But the reality is that more lives will be spared. How will motorcyclists stop dying if they continue to be a law unto themselves? Well, I don't know. My co-chance, as I said, I sincerely hope that the usual numbers of fatalities on the road in and around the Yuletide season miraculously decreases this year. See? Can you imagine a nation of roughly 3 million people and 417 people dead on the road? See? And one good 1,300 are murdered. There are almost 2,000 people that die out of the country violently, you know, because an accident is a violent death, you know. Yeah? And the reality, especially in these accidents, many productive citizens of this country are being killed on the roads. Speaking about productive citizens of the country, you see? Soldier among 4 killed in motor vehicle crashes. Yeah? A member of the Jamaica Defense Force among 4 persons who died, I think, on Saturday or Friday in separate motor vehicle crashes. The latest fatality, remember we said that when the article about the RSU was published, they said 417. Listen to this now. The latest fatalities bring to 421 the number of persons killed on Jamaica's roadways since the start of the year, according to figures compiled by the Road Safety Unit in the Transport Ministry. The 24-year-old, you hear? 24-year-old in a soldier, you know, young youth to the man. Zine identified as Kevin Ferguson of Slipe District in St. Elizabeth. The other victims are Lennox Brown, called Nix, of Lucky Hill in Gale, St. Mary, a place that I know very well. Kenroy Lewis, who resides in Jericho District in Kellitz, Clarendon, and John Mills, who resides in Galena, St. Mary. According to reports, Ferguson was found entangled in barbed wire lying beside a motorcycle on the Byberry Main Road. The police say Lewis was driving a motor car along the Bracco Main Road in Trelawney with Mills and another occupant when it collided with a truck traveling in the opposite direction and overturned. Brown was reportedly hit by a motor vehicle as he walked along the Lucky Hill Main Road. Ah, boy. Them a talk about bus. Bus what? Left enough of them and wait at the bus stop. Enough get the bus and go fall off track and in the bus back and wait for the bus back. And when the trend teach them I thought the truth, me say me nah. Do what Babylon want me do. And when me a the only vlogger with pants pan waist, me nah follow nobody. 54-year-old cook on drug charges for court on Christmas Eve. It sound like the cook goose cook. You know when I reach a obituary, you know, Samuel Medley, it a come still. You know therefore. A 54-year-old cook who has been charged for several breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act is to appear in court on Christmas Eve. Valsina Shuglam of a Kingston 13 address has been charged with possession of cocaine, dealing in cocaine and attempting to export cocaine. Reports are that on Thursday the 19th of December about 11:45 a.m. a police K9 unit alerted its handlers to 2 suitcases at the Norman Manley International Airport. The suitcases were subsequently searched and 3.25 kilograms of white substance resembling cocaine was found in the luggage. Shuglam was subsequently arrested and charged in relation to the seizure. So the drug had an estimated street value of over $4 million. And Shuglam is scheduled to appear before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday, December 24. Alidan say pure people dead on the Bracco Main Road. They are true, brother. You understand? The road there, Zane, very wide and well paved and nice, but it's also very, very slick when any form of moisture falls on it, Zane, and many persons tend to lose control of their vehicles along that thoroughfare because of speeding. Many people's vehicles are not serviced often enough. You understand? And them getting up problems out there. And because of the speed where you normally go drive out there, so it is very difficult for you to survive any form of collision. Garfield Reed, so I pass 50 and police record clean. Big up yourself in a Father Reed. You understand what I say? Hats off to the man. And I really, and I saw earlier where you said that you reside in the Mountain View area. I really and truly hope that majority of the men out in Mountain View were as proud of having a clean record as you are. You understand? Mountain View would probably be a better place. See? So, but I know. And just try and encourage as many youths as you can encourage out there, brother. Because you can be an example to the man them. You see? Now, peeps, we know that oftentimes we hear stories of business personnel being held up and robbed of millions of dollars or shooting incident occur where millions of dollars being transported for businesses have been stolen. And we know that in and around the Christmas season, incidents of robbery tend to escalate, to spiral, to increase dramatically. Teach them, are there traffic cams at any of these new highways? You know, I'm not sure per se. I know a few cameras are in a couple of locations. I do not know if they serve the purpose as being traffic cams or to just monitor hotspots in terms of accidents. So I can't speak to that specifically, bro. I probably have to do some research before I talk to you. Hey, Kerry J, how are you? Mr. Forbes, Diamond Clark, Chevron Classic, Javid, Thompson, all of the people in the building. Big up on yourself, Miss Joan Gray, Essence, Brian A. Downer, Manners. You see, in Upper Side of Vinegar. Big up yourself, brother. You understand? Yeah, man. Andre Bryson, all of the people, and big up on yourself. See it? Now, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is offering free cash courier service to businesses this Christmas. And I must say, this is a very noble gesture from the Jamaica Constabulary Force. As long as the right police officers them provide the free courier service. Because we don't trust people. You understand? Business operators are being urged to utilize the Jamaica Constabulary Force free offer to transport large quantities of cash during the Yuletide season. So, head of the Community Safety and Security Branch, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Elon Powell, said the offer is available given that business transactions are usually heightened during the festive season, and criminals could use this as an opportunity to commit robberies. He is urging business owners to utilize the services of the JCF to travel to the bank free of charge. Make an arrangement with your local police to assist you. It comes at no cost, as it is part of our function. So we encourage people, rather than have you taking it or your messenger take it, you arrange for the police to just escort you there so that you can deposit the money and get back home or to your place of business safely, he advised. Powell is further cautioning business operators against keeping large sums of money at their place of business. Don't keep a lump sum in cash register. From time to time, take off that money and put it somewhere else. He said persons should be aware of their surroundings before undertaking certain activities. Some of us like to expose cash, so we open the cash register and you start counting the money in the presence of everyone. That should be avoided because you are exposing yourself to danger and you have to take personal responsibility for your security, the senior cop said. So, good gesture. See? Now, man, he went James. Anybody that remind me of Owen James. See? I say, Jamaican police. No, brother, you know, so the reality, you know. We have many good police officers in this country, family. Believe it or not. Yeah, man. And I think you have more good police officers than bad police officers. You see it? So, but no, say it is a calculated risk in itself because you don't know. The good police officer, them good no mark on them fire, you know. And the bad one, them bad no mark on them fire, you know. So you still have to take a look at chance. But it is wise to have some form of security when you are dealing with large sums of money. You understand? And the reality is that I am sure if you make arrangements, seeing there will be some record of the police officers who would have been assigned to do the escort and all of them something there. So, you understand? Why wouldn't business owners invest in private security? Because the reality in a Sean clue is that sometimes the private security people, them, not as private as you would think. You understand? And then, think about it. Criminals will be more Dexter and Freeman, big up yourself and brother. I appreciate the contribution, you know what I mean? Zane? No. Criminals would be more inclined to attack a private security vehicle than a police unit. That is just a reality that. You understand what I mean? I say? And many times these private security people are in cahoots and collaboration and collusion and all sort of shan with criminals. You understand what I mean? I say? So the reality is that you know what I think go. See? Dimples 44, so most of them corrupt. You can't quantify that, Dimples. Me can't quantify that either. But me respect your view. My view is that we have more good cops than bad cops. Your view is that most of them bad. We have to go agree for disagree upon that one. You know what I think go? Yeah, man. Patrick Purcell said teach all police bad. It is their job. He may not bad to you, but someone else. Difference is some are worse. Again, Patrick Purcell, I do not agree with that, my friend. But I respect your views on the matter. You understand what I say? I don't not being a police it cannot be just being a police officer mean that you're bad. You have police officers who have never killed anybody in the police force. You understand what I say? You have police officer who never arrest nobody yet. You understand? You have police officer who never in a confrontation with nobody. See, so all police officers can be bad. So me not agree with that, none at all. But I respect your viewpoint, my friend. You understand? I mean, there may be some emotive speaking in that still. See? Yeah, he went, but all police officers link with gunman, brother. I mean, me know me not go win that discussion here, but it's alright. As me I say, me personally, I think that there are more good cops in the JCF than there are criminal police officers. You see? Yeah, man. I guess people will disagree with that, but you know what I think? Capo 2007 said need to buy some stocks in a funeral home in a Jamaica teach. None of them not trade publicly still. Probably what you need for do is start a funeral company. You understand what I say? Zane and see go. Somebody said something about J Alliance. Teach. Good year for it, bro. Merry Christmas. Zane to you and the family. Mothers are respect, you know. Father J Alliance, really and truly appreciate the sentiments, you know, and the good wishes, you know. Zane, Merry Christmas to the one and the family, said Speed, you know what I mean? And appreciate the continued support. You see? Teach, you can't point out one good police. That mean me can't, but what you know about me, brother? Man say me can't point out one good police. You understand? He man tell me. Say me big up yourself, Father Purcell. You understand what I say? See? And you can't point on every police and tell me say them bad neither. So here we are. You understand what I say? See? What are them things still? I guess different people's experiences will influence different sentiments. You understand? But it's like you gotta look and tell me say every Jamaican bad. You can't tell me say every police bad, brother. You understand what I say? Teach, congrats on your videos that are trending. Big up yourself, brother. You don't think you don't say good works reach people them from time to time. Them not always into good works, but you know what thing go. Enough people pray the thing, so we appreciate them, you know what I mean? Yes, Samuel, good cops and bad cops. Cops are real people and cops are broke shop, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, in everything where you have good, you have bad, man. Everything where you have bad, you have good, man. So they just broad brush. If a man want to tell me say the police in a Jamaica bad, then it don't make no sense we talk about crime and violence. It don't make no sense we have no hope for the country then. You understand what I say? Even James said we need more CCTV cams in Jamaica. 100% agree, my friend. You understand? So I'm going to move on to our next story now. We'll have a local discussion about a cop situation. Zane? I know some people are going to beat me now and say, teach me, tell them, say, yeah, be a bad cops here now, you know, listen to me. Watch here. Cops defy court-ordered release of SOE detainees, says lawyers. I'm going to can't find one local picture. Somewhere about a place here. So, basically, you have some man who would have been detained under the ongoing states of emergencies across the country. But judges would have ordered that these men, some of them be released, and the police them don't release them. I mean, people are going to say, yo, teachers, yeah, be a bad cop, yeah, defend the man, them, and you see man, them, what, you know, so I think. Zine, 3 persons detained under the ongoing state of public emergency in St. James are likely to spend Christmas behind bars because of police defiance of a court order for them to be released, says the Cornwall Bar Association. Attorney at law Lambert Johnson, president of the CBA, said the organization had received 2 separate reports of alleged abuse, where 3 detainees were taken back into custody despite securing bail or orders for their release. Several members of the Cornwall Bar Association have complained bitterly to me because the police are abusing and misusing the process of the SOE. There is one parish court matter where the judge made an order for the person to be released and the person has not been released. Plus, we have 2 persons who were granted bail by the High Court, and the police them said, "You are going nowhere. We are holding you under the state of emergency," said Johnson. The person that went to the parish court was ordered by the court to be released. The police still have him in custody, and while he's been in their custody, he has been abused and he was taken to hospital for medical treatment by his attorney, added Johnson. These accusations follow similar reports out of Westmoreland in October, including one case where a detainee was allegedly kept in custody despite being offered bail. That individual's attorney, Don Foote, is making a civil claim for false imprisonment. So St. James, Westmoreland and Hanover are under a tri-parish state of emergency that was declared on the 30th of April. And it is set to end on the 27th of January 2020. Now, approximately 1,894 persons have been detained under the SOEs across the 3 parishes. And Johnson said that the Cornwall Bar Association will stand up against any abuse of powers granted to the authorities under the SOE. It cannot be that a duly constituted court, recognized by the Constitution, grants someone bail, and then the police, in an effort to subvert the court's authority, proceed to take them in under the state of emergency. We are not living in a police state. We are living in a free country where the SOE should not be abused, and we stand resolute and ready to fight, said Johnson. See? But Essence said, Teach, it's not just about the views that send the videos trending. The algorithm takes into consideration searches. Yeah, brother, me know the whole story about behind the thing, bad. See, I was just probably trying to be a little bit humble just now, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, but we know the thing, man. As I say, you know, we always express appreciation to the viewers. See, you know, people that like the videos, they will comment on the video, they will share the videos, they will recommend the channel. Yeah, man, so we appreciate it all, man. You see me? So, you know, we just put in the work and the hard work pays off eventually, you know what I mean? The late nights, the hours sitting down in front of the computer, seeing hours upon research, seeing hours practicing to pronounce some words, and cause the reality is that despite the fact that I have 100 and almost 39,000 subscribers, you know, people come on the channel and say, my lad, go learn to read, and you can't read, and you're reading and you sound like a robot and talk. The reality is that, one, I have learned that you can't please everybody else, Zane. And no matter what you do, people are going to find fault with it. Zane, I understand say you don't really work for some people, Zane. But some people are say you're talking a patois. Like, me as a family, my channel is not the regular run-of-the-mill channel. Me I try to build something different. I try to build a brand. So yeah, I may not be the greatest, what you call that now? Orator, Zane, or the person with the greatest, what you call that, cadence. But we are improved. We are work on it. That's where we are come from. You understand what I say? Footer Hype is still in jail right now. Cindy Randall, I'm going to talk about that a little later, because he had a preliminary hearing on Thursday, so we're going to talk about that. You understand? So I know that there are areas of weaknesses and areas that needs to be addressed, and we work on that. You understand what I say? like we're scripting a video and you're not sure the pronunciation, and we're gonna look for pronunciation and we try. People don't really understand, so we try, but we really and truly try. And I mean, you don't want to be doing a video sharing a news item and you sound like you're up on the corner and chat to your brethren them. Then I know Dalios business we are run. You understand what I say? So the reality is that a man who come on it and some man who come on it one video. Them not take no time out for watch the rest of a few more videos in one video some people use and judge it. But as I said that alright. You understand? People come and people go. You understand what I say? That's a reality that. See? There are people here who will not remain here right now. There are people who would have gone will not come back. See? And them something there. Some people never gonna come back for some strange for whatever reason. You know, but that's the thing. So we just do what we can do as best as we can each time and try to improve. You understand what I say? And thing. So when we are try, we hear the critique, whether it is constructive or destructive. You understand? We don't really take nothing personal. See, we try to improve where we can improve. You understand what I say? And thing. So the reality is that I want to attract a particular niche. I want my channel be a channel where corporate Jamaica one day can look and say, you know, that youth are think different and him put in some different level of work and him things sound different and it sound even doing a professional, it depends on a level where we can align with brand to it. You understand? So this is not just making a little bit of money off of AdSense. We have a bigger picture, we have a bigger goal in mind. You understand? So if you don't work for you just find a different channel. You understand what I say? So it no matter who you be, there's a channel out there for you. My channel may not be that channel, me understand. No hard feelings. You understand what I say? So at the end of the day, I mean, we take each suggestions on its merit. You understand what I say? And we work on it. As I say, we try to improve Zane far more than people would think. You understand? We try to improve the editing. We try to improve the narration. We try to improve the accuracy of the information. You understand what I say? A whole heap of little improvements we try to do. We try to diversify, to bring different content. Not the same one track stuck in the murder business or Susan gossip business. You understand? We try to cover a wide spectrum and gamut of content. You understand what I say? So, and you see, we even move now where we have come to the realization that there's so much negativity abound, so much negativity that is getting press and airtime, that positive developments in the country is being overshadowed and cast to the side. So we have even decided that we're going to launch another channel that speaks specifically to positive developments in the country called JA Positive. You understand? We're taking our time with that one because it will have a podcast component. So we want just do most things one time. See? But we are working on some things. As a matter of fact, this is the intro for that. See? Let me just share a few things. Work me and work. Oh, and I'm probably not going to hear no audio, you know. And then I don't know why I not play smooth neither. We don't know why it freeze up, but it's a problem. Probably play it later. See? See, it freeze right up. So we don't know. Probably it will play over back still. So we are working on some things, people. So big up to the people that will continue for, you know what I think go. Zane, support the channel. Zane, share the video them. Encourage people to come watch and things. So I could clear up them story that we talk about some other things look about. You know what I think go. Yeah, son. I'm going to find back my background. Zane. I don't know why that a freeze up, but you know anything go. No peeps. I'm stick with this. Murder tally surpasses that of 2018. Remember, you know, we have 9 more days left in the year. Jamaica treats blessings. Me know that in our family. Nobody have me know that personally. I have used this channel to prove that many times over. You understand? Mrs. Shelley Congolese. Good night, Empress. Thank you so much for your contribution For the day, me and watch. Man, as I respect, you know. You understand me? I say, appreciate the people them when I support the thing financially as well as, you know, watching the stream and commenting and sharing and them good things. Zin? So, peeps. This is everybody's problem. Not just mine, not just the people that will live here, but the people that will not live here as well, we are Jamaican, because there's nobody in the stream right now that is in America, Canada, Australia, Antarctica, Greenland, Iceland, where not have somebody at Jamaica. Everybody we are watching stream when at the States or the UK or Cayman or Trinidad have family in Jamaica. So even if you're not there yard, that's something here. Zigzag say, yo, watch that overshadow thing. Zigzag, big up yourself. You understand? I make reference to the you and Blake Bold situation. Yo, that's funny. Big up yourself. See? So, whether or not you're there yard or you're there abroad, the crime something here, everybody something. You understand? And the crime something here, as much as we berate the government, it won't be solved with just programs and policies from the government. It will be solved with all well-thinking, all law-abiding Jamaicans, a yard or abroad, coming together with a single purpose in mind, seeing, knowing that sacrifices will have to be made along the way, knowing that this is our country and we need to take back this country before it gets any worse. Because rest assured, I promise you that things can get much worse. And if we're not careful, it will get much worse. You understand what I say? Yeah, exactly, curse. Just released crime figures by the police have revealed that Jamaica's murder tally has surpassed that of last year's with 9 days left in 2019. Crime statistics compiled by the Jamaica Constabulary Force show that 1,302 persons have been killed up to the 21st of December. This is 46 more people over the similar period last year and 15 more than the number killed for all of last year. Keita Scott, my sister, wanna go on, you good? Zane? St. Andrews South, which has been under a state of public emergency since July, recorded 165 murders. This is the highest in any police division. This is followed by St. James under a state of emergency as well, with 146 murders. Acacia said teach, tag the J positive link. Soon post it, Empress. See? Then Clarendon, which is also under a state of emergency with 117 murders. The figures indicate that there was also an increase in the number of shootings up to the 21st of December. There were 1,226 reported shootings over the review period, compared to 1,138 during the same period last year. So over 100 more shootings have been recorded year to date. Manchester has the lower crime rate in Jamaica. DJ Riggsy, I think you want to say lowest, but no, family, that honor goes to Portland, my friend. You understand? Manchester has been having a number of murders in recent times. See? I don't even know Manchester the second or third. Manchester probably there in middle. A Portland a lead fam. Yeah, man. I know you probably there want to be Manchester, but you're not Manchester. You understand? Around a Porty side there. You see? Yeah, peace. We're going to talk about Cuba 2 times tonight. The first time is this one we're going to talk about. It's not a good one. Well, none of them are really good. Depends on your look on it still. See? Cuban nurse among latest victims of the murder wave. This is not a murder wave. You understand? This is a murder tsunami. St. Catherine can't figure out that in a Shamai Thomas because you have places like Lindsay and Spanish Town and some places. You understand what I say? Where the crime rate, Waterford, Zane, many places across the parish of St. Catherine are hotspots, and many murders would have been compared. I suppose probably the next stream or early in January, I'll give you a breakdown of the entire crime statistics for the year 2019. So this is, we are saying this is no longer a wave. There ain't a regular wave, this is a tsunami, this now. So let me rephrase. Cuban nurse among the latest victims of murder tsunami. A Cuban national working in the Jamaican health sector is one of 6 men who were murdered in the past 24 hours as the recent wave of killings continue. This brings to at least 18 the number of murders recorded by the police in the past 72 hours. Lazar Ortega Borrell, a 42-year-old Cuban nurse employed to the University Hospital of the West Indies, was stabbed to death by unknown assailants at his home in the Vineyard Town, St. Andrew area just before 7 p.m. yesterday. The other victims have been identified as Arlie McIntosh, 34-year-old of Garland in St. James. Ferrell Thaw, 50 years old of Lawrence Tavern in St. Andrew. And Carlos Millard, 49 years old of Maypen in Clarendon. The police say they have not yet ascertained the names of the other 2 men whose bodies were found in Seaford Town and along Bay Road, both in Westmoreland. According to reports, McIntosh and Thaw, a shop operator, were shot and killed by unknown assailants in their respective communities. And the police report that Millard, a heavy equipment operator, was shot dead by unknown assailants at his home in Sewell Crescent in Maypen. 1,302 murders as of the 21st of December 2019. 46 more compared to the corresponding period last year. But I'm sure if you speak to the Prime Minister and you speak to Dr. Armstrong, you will hear that the crime situation is not as bad as it has been, and there have been strides, and the media is creating mischief, and they do not have the capabilities to assess data and statistics because it is not their job. You understand what I say? And you should not depend on the media, conventional media anymore. You should check out the Prime Minister's social media pages for all the news about Jamaica. Why? This is in relation to the Mountain View situation. I should have shared it earlier, but never mind. Gangsters strike again on Mountain View Avenue. So the ongoing gang violence in sections of Lower Mountain View Avenue in the eastern end of the city intensified on Friday with the shooting of a man close to the area known as 63. The man, whose name is being withheld, is married to the mother of a popular dancehall star and is a well-known businessman in the area. Police sources say the man, who is from Jarrett Lane, had gone to visit friends in the community that has developed at 63 Mountain View Avenue when he was pounced on and shot in the neck and head. He was taken to hospital where he was admitted. In the aftermath of the shooting, the police issued an advisory to members of the public to avoid Mountain View Avenue, with crime scene tape preventing motorists and pedestrians from entering the area of Mountain View Avenue below Excelsior High School. Persons were directed onto Deanery Road while the crime scene was being processed. So in the communities of Mountain View Avenue, including Jakes Road, Goodrich Lane and Jarrett Lane, residents told the Jamaica Observer that the fear, which has been present since the latest round of violence more than 2 months ago, as I mentioned, had been heightened. This could lead to Christmas being cancelled. Peter me as a teacher, Mr. Lex father-in-law. Yeah. I mean, I have to go link the DJ. Whatever, no. And thing. This could lead to Christmas being cancelled said one resident as she expressed fear of possible reprisal shootings with gangsters from Jarrett Lane who have so far stayed out of the conflict now getting involved. But other sources claimed it is unlikely that the Jakes Road gangsters will retaliate based on interventions and discussions in the immediate aftermath of the shooting incidents. Please, want to listen to that statement here. Let me show you how slack the thing is. Listen to this. The sources alleged, we'll share with them, but other sources claim it is unlikely that Jakes Road gangsters will retaliate based on interventions and discussions in the immediate aftermath of the shooting yesterday. So this is basically saying that the man them, if them decide so people are dead, people just dead. It don't matter about nothing else. So the man them call the shot and fire the shots them. So then I waste of time in this, man. So everything is dependent on the men in Jakes Road. It's not dependent on the police force or the military, you know. It is dependent on the men in Jakes Road. They call the shots and they fire. You see this the type of country we live in. See? I'm glad to the man them at Jakes Road don't get involved in. No, don't get me wrong, you know. See? At Jakes Road or Jarrett Lane. One of the lane them. Too much lane here, man. I'm confused. You understand? See? So we appreciate that. But the reality is that how would the men in Jakes Road or Jarrett Lane have the capability to respond? Because the guns and ammunition are there. Simple maths. You understand? But we're glad for no say man them not involved. Yeah, I guess you have to accept small mercies and blessings. I can't tell. Yeah. The source alleged that at least 3 people have been shot in the area in the past week as gangsters target their rivals. This has not been confirmed by the police. As soon as the police and soldiers gone, the shooting start again. This is a resident from Mountain View. You know. I don't live out of Mountain View, but I have been saying that for donkey years. Eh? As soon as the police and soldiers gone, the shooting start again. Charge one resident of Goodrich Lane as she urged security forces to increase and maintain their presence in the area. That call was echoed by, MP Julian Robinson. So Lower Mountain View Avenue has seen an increase in bloodshed since a dispute over plywood reportedly ignited a clash between traditional rivals from Goodrich Lane and Jakes Road. As I said earlier, that was the genesis of the latest flare-up. And the man them gear up. You understand? And now let up. See, and people run out of luck. You understand? The killings continued weeks later with the fatal shooting of a man believed to be the second in command of the Jakes Road gang. Days later, a tit-for-tat continued with the killing of a man believed to be linked to the Goodrich Lane gang on the nearby 3rd Avenue. Just over a week ago, a female vendor was also killed on Mountain View Avenue, but it is not yet clear if this was linked to the gang feud in the area. Same thing again. Dinner share, dumpling and mackerel. But we give thanks cause something at the pot still. They work not easy. Tomorrow we gone back still. Cause the youth them have to eat. And at the same thing again. Public sector worker in hospital following attack by a gunman. Police have launched an investigation into reports that have been circulating on social media that a mid-level public sector worker was abducted while she was making her way from work in Kingston late on Thursday. Reports from sources are that gunmen attacked the woman, who is said to be the supervisor at a public sector agency, while she was traveling in her car. Information is that criminals were trying to take the female, whose name is being withheld, and her vehicle to an undisclosed location. but it appears their plans was thwarted as the woman was later found with several injuries, I don't know what type of injuries, inside the vehicle that the criminals had abandoned in a community in St. Catherine. Sources said that the vehicle was located by a team of officers from King Alarm Security Company who later alerted the police. I suppose she probably pressed one panic button or something. Reports are that the injured woman was taken to hospital where she has since been admitted, and the state of her condition is not known at this time. So checks were made with senior member of King Alarm Security Company late Saturday about the reports, but the company officials declined to comment on the development, citing client confidentiality. I'm happy that the Empress is alive. I do not know what would have happened to her or the specifics, just what I shared from the article. That's what I know. I do not know anything else about the situation. So if I get any information, I will be happy to share same. Yes, I. Man freed of charge of killing and beheading his wife. A man who was charged with the murder and beheading of his wife almost 14 years ago was found not guilty by a jury in the St. Catherine Circuit Court last week. The video chopped out. Them need for update this guy. The video now play as smooth as it should be playing. But me make it go on. You understand? Something different. You understand? You know TV settings. Richard Duhaney was on trial for killing his wife. 37-year-old school teacher Velma Duhaney of Portmore in St. Catherine. See? The woman's headless body was found in bushes at War Hill in Sligoville, St. Catherine on March 20, 2006. After investigation, Duhaney was taken into custody on March 23rd and arrested and charged. On the 10th of April that year. It was believed that the Duhaneys were having a domestic dispute at the time when the murder and beheading occurred. The case was one of the oldest in the circuit court list in St. Catherine. Following the not guilty verdict, trial judge Justice Sharon George told Duhaney that he was free to go. There are many issues at play here. One of the issues is that there has been no justice for Miss Velma Duhaney and her family. Then, secondly, for all intents and purposes, the husband may be guilty, but he has walked free. Thirdly, how can you have a situation where a man was arrested in March, charged in April of 2006, and his trial began 14 years later? What I do not know is if any time throughout the 14 years Mr. Duhaney was granted bail, or was he incarcerated from 2006 to 2019? So injustice would have been, and not have been, injustice would have befalled everybody involved in the situation. No justice for Miss Vilma, Zane. Injustice for Mr. Duhaney, seeing that he would have waited 14 years for his trial. Zane. I guess, but some people are going to say, but then, if 14 years of him service for murder his wife, I don't know if he murder his wife. Justice delayed is justice denied, as they say. You understand me? I say, imagine waiting for 14 years, then you are told that you are not guilty. Zane? And thing. I am almost certain, you see, that if this was a situation with some people, a civil suit would have been filed against the government immediately for false imprisonment or violation of their constitutional rights to a trial within a reasonable time. See? One brother with it kidnapped the postmaster general and one lady up in a Spanish town would have won some must say $30 million for that same something there recently. A you wild man, I'm lying to you, but he was found guilty after, so I don't even know how the rest of if the man get the money same here. So I don't know. Angela Dussart's 14 years for one case. What kind of legal system that? Boy, he thinks that we in the Empress. You understand what I say? Boy, it rough. Rough. Speaking about justice or lack thereof, most people are familiar with the Coral Gardens incident of 19 one at a time. Zane. We probably need to do a video upon the whole Coral Garden situation and them something there. And thing. Government establishes trust for Coral Gardens 1963 Rasta victims. The trust fund for victims of the 1963 Coral Gardens incident has now been established. According to Minister of Culture, the Ministry of Culture, or the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports. So you know the Minister Babsy Grange. She would have signed the document on Thursday to officially establish the Rastafari Coral Gardens Trust. The ministry said the trust will be managed by the Administrator General of Jamaica. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, during an official apology to victims of the 1963 incident in April of 2017, gave a commitment to the establishment of the trust. I come humbly as representative of this administration to take steps to right a wrong. We acknowledge that for 56 years, you, our Rastafari brothers and sisters, have lived with the physical, psychological and emotional scars of that incident at Coral Gardens and the atrocities you experienced over the years. We also know that you feel that successive governments have let you down by not sufficiently acknowledging what you have been through. We are taking steps to change that, Grange said during the ceremony. Grange, who also has responsibility for reparations, said she hoped that the establishment of the trust would help make amends for what happened in 1963 and assist in repairing the relationship between Rastafarians in Jamaica and their government. In 2018, the ministry transferred $12.7 million to the Administrator General to establish the trust fund. The public defender had proposed a trust fund of no less than $10 million. Brother Frey, who has been a Rastafarian for more than 60 years, on Thursday said he was happy that the survivors of the Coral Gardens incident were finally getting justice. He prayed that Jah Rastafari would bless us all and keep us together as one people and unite our hearts in truth and in righteousness, in love and purity. Now, Secretary of the Rastafari Coral Gardens Benevolent Society, Sister Pamela Williams, hailed Thursday's signing ceremony as the culmination of decades of activism by Rastafarian groups for redress. We are very grateful for this moment. We are signing the document to establish the trust fund, from which the compensation will be paid to the survivors. It's a big moment, said Williams. You understand? And them something else. So, I mean, it's a good move. The Coral Garden incident was a very dark time period in the history of this nation. And as we say, I might do, one video one of them time to shed some light for the people who are not familiar with the atrocities that were preponderated upon Rastafarians by Coral Gardens in 1963. So I could say, what teach them, try to make the message reach them, You understand? Peeps! Fast food outlets are fast becoming fodder for fools. Wow, that was so poetic. Fast food outlets are fast becoming a fodder for fools. Yo, teacher is here. We see a situation where there have been many occasions where people decide say the best place to fight are in a fast food restaurants, namely KFC. You understand? Auntie. You see? I thought it was in the 70s once to, Sizzler Bonita, but if you understand, say in the 60s, yeah. But when I do the research, all things will be told. You know one thing? I'm going to add it to my list of videos to do. You understand? Yeah, man. We're saying I trust them with them trust fund. Yo, it's like them say, yeah, that's why I say fast food, Spring Garden. I never specifically point out KFC. But a KFC, the hooligans them normally there for some strange reason. Something about the Colonel recipe. You see? Big late night fight at fast food outlet in St. Andrew. You understand? So it wasn't pretty, You understand? One security versus one community look like. You see? I think I hope the clip. The clip them not play smooth because this was a recent addition to the streaming software. So I guess there are a few bugs there. So I guess they will iron them out eventually. You understand? And then blur out the video from morning, but you can't see what go on in the dance. One security versus one youth. Then the one youth have about 1 million different youth. And you see this man here bring fries and all sort of sitting in security head. Then 1 million people running from out the door. I soon tell you exactly what go on. Honest? Yo. Then you see country we live in. You can't even do your job, Zane, and you're safe. Watch ya. There was a melee inside a popular fast food franchise outlet on Constant Spring Road in St. Andrew on Friday night into Saturday morning, during which an irate teenager, irate who? A teenager, and a security guard exchanged blows in full view of patrons who had packed the establishment for an early morning meal. Sources reported that tempers flared at the establishment after the security guard refused to let in more customers than could be comfortably accommodated inside the outlet. I will read that again. Sources reported that tempers flared at the establishment after the security guard refused to let in more customers than could be comfortably accommodated inside the outlet. The man had doing his job. Apparently the crowd was very big. The outlet can only hold X amount of people. See? As a matter of fact, with the Coral Garden incident, probably me need to circle Coral Garden and interview one of the elders them down there, make them give you a history of the thing instead of probably doing a video. Probably it's a better choice. Anybody have any link down Coral Garden with any of the elders them down there, or make me know. Link up. You understand? Auntie. I'm not really want to run in on the rest them unannounced, You know what I think? Respect and honor and manner. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So, make we move on now, get the groove on now. Comfortably in the outlet at any one time. That position reportedly led to the fisticuffs between the guard and a youngster who is said to be related to a well-known underground figure. In short, an era leader or possibly a Don. That is what well-known underground figure mean in Jamaica. Where's something for do? Link Ruel. You mean Uncle Adolphus Augusta Street? Him come from down there. Him know people down there. You understand? Yeah. See? So me I say if anybody have no link down link motor. Oh, it's a wise choice that. It's a good suggestion, Yeah, man, it's a good suggestion, like. You understand? GR7 said, big deal, nice. Both combatants were said to have thrown major blows at each other before associates of the youngster in the direct line of action reportedly kicked in sections of the glass at the fast food outlet. Yeah? And stormed the establishment. If a one man in a country that want to talk to me is real read, I promise you that. With kicks from multiple angles being directed at the badly outnumbered and outmatched security guard. See? The youths them step up in their head. And then everybody run out because the youth them family are some chopper that everybody fear. An eyewitness said. The halfway chief police confirmed the incident but had few details to offer about what is officially believed to have caused the fracas. Ah, boy. Did anyone call the police? Me doubt that very highly, Dexter. You understand? Me doubt that very highly. There have been many times when there have been physical confrontations and altercations in fast food outlets. Zane, in this one, the man them kick through the glass at the place and rush the security guard. See, this a man you fling things in the security guard. They see me right, so my head big and I block it. Zane, and then now you gonna see a million different man. A million different man. I run from a million different angle. You see me? And based on the preliminary reports, if the reports are true, the security guard basically do him job. Him can't let in more people in the place and the place can't hold. You understand? Seeing? So apparently the youth friends them did out a door. Out a door them run from now. So probably them the security never let in. And boy, I mean I tell you still. And because now team people them based on suggestions are choppers, him feel like him back it is big. So him decide to take on the security guard we are doing work. Jamaica to rat it. You understand? Mm-hmm. Yes, I. Oh, it's man who just dislike it. Probably one of them man them will like security guard. Oh, no for do better. Cook on the yard. You understand? Yeah, man. Learn for like cooking in your yard. Everything good. Miller-9. So, peeps. On Friday night we spoke about Miller-9. I would have done a video that he was arrested. I would have done a video again this morning providing some update on his situation. His situation is looking bleaker by the day, as I would have learned that he wasn't only suspected of murder, but he was actually caught on CCTV footage, of which I would have inserted in the video. And please, I want to understand this. You see them video not give me no joy, because at the end of the day, he's a Jamaican man. But I am into providing information and sharing bits and pieces of information. I don't like to be classified as a news channel. I kind of hear that distinction if you don't realize. You understand what I mean? I say, our thing kind of more diversified. You understand? Some things are research based, some are interview, and some things are news related things. You understand? But I hate the distinction of teach them news. No, I'm not into that. You understand? We provide information. You understand? Yeah. If you want to call it news, everything good. But I tell people, say, you know, peeps, them video not give me no joy. Because at the end of the day, it's the next yard man get caught up in a Babylon. It's the next yard man decide to play folly and give them life or them freedom. And I pronounce guilt or innocence upon Miller-9. See, I am just presenting the information as is available. The second video I would have uploaded today, you can go check it out. Oh, Acacia did ask me for the link for JA positive, you know. I remember. You understand? So, at the end of the day, peeps, as me I say now, what is that? Them thing you not give me no joy nor no pleasure. It does not give me any joy or pleasure to see a next man downfall. I can't tell you that. See, but as I say, when I really choose the stories, when I really choose the news, you understand, we don't share what we can. We don't share everything, but we share what we can as often as we can. You know what I mean? So, you know what thing. So this is the link for JA positive. So if you're not subscribed, you can go across go subscribe. I will start uploading very soon on that channel. Yeah? Now, so I'm going to get into that something here. You know that Miller-9 is an ex-cop. Initially, when the story broke, it would have appeared that he was the only one who was arrested at the time. But subsequent information has suggested that that is not the case, and he was arrested along with another Jamaican man. So, the Broward County Sheriff's Department would have also arrested 34-year-old Andre Omar Anjos, a resident of Miramar in Florida, along with Miller-9, 41-year-old Omar Lloyd Miller, for a murder that would have occurred in Irvine, California. So they were arrested in Miami, but the murder is alleged to have taken place in California, in a place called Irvine. So they were held more than a month after investigators released footage. These are bits and pieces of said footage. It probably got choppy, but see what I go on here, so. So that is Mr. Anjos along with Mr. Miller as per the CCTV footage. You understand? Auntie. So they were held, as I said, more than a month after the CCTV footage was released, because the murder is believed to have taken place on the 26th of October and they were arrested on the 17th of December. So investigators theorized that the men went to the home on the 26th of October to commit a robbery when the murder occurred. So I do not know if resistance was the reason why the man was killed. And them something. Zane. The police also suggested in a news report that they felt that the men were targeted for whatever reason. So when they went to the house, a 20-year-old man, Raymond Alcala, was shot and killed, while another occupant of the home was assaulted. That person would have survived the injuries and them things. So that is the situation. Both of the men, Miller-9 as well as Anjos, have been detained without bond, and there has been an immigration hold on Miller's file. I am not 100% sure, so I'm sure somebody will tell me now. Johnny boy, what go on, brother? Seeing everything a long time in a seeing a youth. Hope you're good enough. Seeing, I am not entirely sure what it means to have an immigration hold placed on your file. What exactly that is, somebody can probably tell me. And them something there. Them things. You see? I see some man in our comments I say, oh, no, Miller-9 that's still. Well, big up on yourself. For him sake, no up on him. You understand? But that was the footage that the police released. See? And stuff. You understand? Yeah, so me I wait for somebody to tell me what are the implications of having an immigration hold on your file. The most I live a foreign, they don't know where I going up there, then no one up there do. Eh? But somebody need to talk to me. Teach her something. You understand? Auntie. Zane? And remember now, peeps, that Miller-9, and as I said again, for those persons, oh, so it's a flight risk. Okay. So, okay. As I said before, these videos give me no joy. Me no want to see the downfall of none of my Jamaican brothers or sisters. But we don't really choose the news. We share the stories. You understand what I say? I just that's how the thing go. Zane and them things. It really and truly sad to know that Miller-9 would have had a questionable past as a police officer where he was charged for murder along with 3 other police officers. Eventually they were acquitted. What I will probably do as well, I think I will do a backstory on that case in relation to Miller-9 and the murder of Andre Canute Thomas in Grand Spain in 2000 and I don't remember which year, but I think they were acquitted in 2011. So I'll probably do a follow-up video, just to put some more context on that. Even though I would have mentioned it in the first video, a lot of context was not placed. So I will give you an overview of that. I think that probably going to be a good video too. So make we see go. Yeah, meaning he was to get and make bail immigration will hold. Okay, I'm Rising Star Stevie. I forgot to say something along the line, but it's true we don't know the exact thing. We don't mind being informed and educated. Blessings, my friend. You understand? Will he get acquitted of this charge? Well, because you know, them are going to use him past to paint a picture. There's no getting away from that, Miss Dussard. You understand what I say? So, I don't know. I soon reach that Sizzler fan. See? So I think, sir, if Miller-9 really and truly, as the allegation suggests, was responsible for the death of this man, then him really careless. You understand? Yep. So that's the situation. As I said, I will probably do a video giving an overview of the case in which he was charged for the murder while he was a police officer in Jamaica. And see, just to paint, or not to paint, just to add some perspective to the discussion. See, so I'll probably do that tomorrow morning. You see me? Yeah. We soon talk about the other situation. I could do a little thing as a first. Boom. So in that picture you see Anthony Anderson, Commissioner of Police, Horace Chang, Minister of National Security, and my former boss, seeing Audrey Marks. Audrey Marks was, I'm not sure if she still is, was the principal of Paymaster. Seeing, she would have employed me while I was in college. As a matter of fact, I would have been the recipient of a scholarship from Paymaster for my second year in college and things. So them pay me school fee plus give me work one summer and things. So big up to Miss Audrey Marks and PMS. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. I was a poor youth. They have to look a few scholarship here, there, and some places. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, and they would have answered the call. Because we need to do two bad school, you know. So they must say, yo, a young man look like him have a look of potential. And he must struggle, so I could help him out. So big up to Miss Audrey Marks. And there was another lady at the time. She was the general manager by PMS. I don't remember her name now. Lovely lady. You understand? And Miss Audrey Marks is the Jamaican ambassador to the United States. So let me point that out too. Chang discusses illegal gun flow from US to Jamaica with State Department officials. The poet speaks. Merry Christmas. I soon come up. See it? To you all my friends, stay safe and arrive alive in 2020. Yeah, a good greetings. The flow of illegal guns and ammunition from the United States to Jamaica figured prominently in the discussion between National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang and officials at the U.S. State Department in Washington last week. Thanks, Empress Cookie. Then, speaking at a reception hosted by Jamaica's ambassador to the US, Audrey Marks, in Washington, Chang said the discussions come as Jamaica seeks to bolster its national security architecture and the US indicating its willingness to play a greater role in assisting the Caribbean region in dealing with transnational crimes. We are at a stage where we are building out our security architecture to be able to deal effectively with transnational crimes that is creating havoc with our communities in Jamaica and exercise greater dominion and control over our territorial waters, the National Security Minister emphasized. He said the US is taking a renewed interest in the Caribbean and was using Jamaica as its senior partner in the English-speaking Caribbean. He said Jamaica's strategic position in the region was also a factor. We wanted to ensure that the Caribbean basin was a safe region, and the US was taking a renewed interest so that we can build our long-standing partnership in the region to ensure that we achieve our objectives, which would be mutually beneficial, he said. Now, according to Chang, the illicit drug trade was damaging to the American society in terms of cocaine and other drugs. And of course, the sale of firearms to our gangsters is still the number one challenge for us in Jamaica. Now, arising from the discussion with the US, which included representatives of the US State Department, the Department of Defense, and the Department of Homeland Security, and the Drug Enforcement Agency, DEA, Chang said there is to be an in-depth analysis of the United States' position in the Caribbean. The National Security Minister, who was on a 4-day official visit to Washington, was accompanied by a Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson, and was supported by Jamaica's ambassador to the United States. So, make we see if the US is going to play a more integral and active role in the crime fight in Jamaica. Me welcome that. You understand? Right now, every help is needed because right now we're helpless. You understand? I reality that. Zin? So popular selector, top selector, in my opinion, anyways. Zin and social media practitioner O'Neal Thomas, more popularly known as Footer Hype. You know that he was detained in Miami after he disembarked the Jamrock cruise ship that he would have boarded in Falmouth, Trelawney. He would have been detained by ICE and he would have faced a preliminary hearing on Thursday. I said I would have given you some update. Footer Hype faces the music. Dancehall selector O'Neal Footer Hype Thomas appeared at a preliminary hearing at an immigration and customs enforcement facility in Miami on Thursday. The disc jock is being held at the Chrome Service Processing Center in Miami, which is an immigration holding facility. He has secured legal representation and was reportedly detained for a further review of his travel documents and admissibility status. As soon as we are able to, we will give a statement to the press. But this is a family situation that we are attempting to handle internally at this time. But he has a lawyer, and the situation is being dealt with, a close source to Footer Hype told the Observer. It was also reported that the Jamaican consulate in Miami is also in communication with the detention center and will be visiting with the selector. Well, they would have visited or should have visited last week. I know a new week, you know. So Thomas was arrested on Saturday, soon after disembarking from the Welcome to Jamrock cruise ship in Florida. Zane, I could say a thing, go. You understand? As I said, this is all the information that I have and also what I would have shared on Friday night. I do not know when he will be placed in front of the courts and what the situation is currently. As I said, he had a preliminary hearing. He was further detained as there is continued review of his immigration documents and his status and admissibility, well, his admissibility status is under probe. So make we see how it go. Yeah, peeps, another situation surrounding somebody from the dancehall space. This artist, if you look on him close, him kind of have an assassin look under that there. Some strange reason. Dancehall artist Prince Pin denies being sought in relation to murder. Here we go again. The management of dancehall artist Prince Pin is countering recent rumors that the DJ is being sought by investigators of the Jamaica Constabulary Force in relation to an active murder probe. It has come to our attention that Dainton Lawn, otherwise called Prince Pin, is supposedly wanted for questioning by the Jamaica's Constabulary Force. We can categorically state that we have not been contacted by an official from Jamaica's law enforcement authorities. A member of Prince Pine's management team said in a release. We are also cognizant of any circumstances that may arise from this situation, and we have contacted our lawyers just to make sure we remain fully protected in the event that any problems may occur. The release continued. We also understand that there are persons trying to discredit and defame the artist via various online platforms. We are making this statement to let everyone know this not legit in caps. The statement added. See? So, Prince Pin, he is best known for his 2017 single titled Justice, which generated both controversy and publicity. He might also have other songs. One song named 32 Teeth. You understand? One next song named Whining Class are a few of his more popular in quotation work. So that's the situation. I will not sit here and pretend to tell you that I know much about the entertainer. I really don't. You understand? I am familiar with the Justice song to a little level. Not so much familiar with Whining Class and 32 Teeth. But dancehall DJ, seeing upcoming dancehall DJ, there are allegations in the streets that he is wanted by the police. I have not seen an official police statement saying that he's a person of interest and the police are interested in speaking with him. So I do not know what is the genesis of the rumor. I do not know if it has any weight. I am just sharing the information as is available at this point in time. You understand what I say? Ah, boy. You shouldn't bring no guns come to town. You should you know what I mean? I just have sing a song because my interview Natty King sat there. It was a joy for reason with the DJ. Well, the singer, Sing J. Yo, the man voice, powerful family. Real article reasoning. You understand? If you don't watch the interview yet, go watch it. Also interviewed Chico in the week. So I'm going to go watch that as well. We interview a portion of people, a portion of... Like, we're going to interview every artist in our business, you know. You understand? One artist at a time, you know. See? But our aim, and like I'm on this point, we need to declare a few things as well. See? My aim is not to interview no artists who are current. You know what them say artists at. That a ER on stage responsibility. You understand? Another some of my thing there right now. Some of them artists that don't really want to speak to a youth like teach them. You feel what I say? Because teach them not big enough to interview them and they yet. See? But say, how would I sit in the gun? Yeah, what me I say now, someone link me and I say, yo, they want to interview and how much we do interview. First and foremost, one, I'm not collect no money for interview nobody. You understand what I say? When we interview an artist, we reach out to the artist, we explain who he is. You understand? Most of the artists, them know who he is, thankfully. Some of them not really familiar with the work. A few of them not really familiar with the work, but them get familiar with the work after. And once the artists will understand how the time frame go, Zane, or know so you're probably busy and thing. See, we have a YouTube channel where we do X, Y, and Z. And but I really appreciate an opportunity if you ever sit down and reason with the one about the career. You feel what I say? And thing, the journey of the music, achievements, disappointments, seeing what have you been up to recently and all of them something there. You understand what I say? And thing, when Cookie Mama do that, look where the stream freeze up. Merry Christmas, Stitch. If Merry, I know. Big up yourself in the Empress Cookie. Really and truly appreciate the Christmas wishes. You understand? I wonder if the rest of people that plan to wish me happy Christmas, want to wish me happy Christmas there with it. Big up yourself, Empress. I'm looking at the camera and talk to you. Really and truly appreciate your continued support on this channel. You understand what I say? And thing. Always want to reach out and say teach X, Y, Z. Always. I don't remember if Cookie have ever missed any stream. Probably only when she gone for holiday one night time. You understand? So just for that alone, I appreciate the moment. You're always there. You comment on all of the video them, you watch them. Plus you contribute financially. I appreciate that. Like so. You know what I mean? Big up yourself. So read the interview with them, you know. Zane, I don't ask the man for $1 for interview nobody. That is not the channel that I want to run. You understand what I say? So the man them have intention for link up and say, yo, teach. Me have X amount of money, me want to interview. And I really saw it go. You know, really works. And respectfully, let me say this. The genesis of the interviews are stemming from the Where Are They Now series. Zine? So my aim is to find the entertainers who would have been visible back in the days, but are not so visible these days. You understand? For them share them story. You understand me? I said, tell me what go on, what them up to, what the goals that them work towards and one them things there. Zine, the reality is that the interviews are not for young upcoming artists. And me I say that as respectfully as me can. You understand me? I say? I plan to integrate that aspect of the work in the podcast and JA positive thing. Zine? But the reality is that we are trying to find artists them who would have contributed to the music in the past and may not be very visible right now. You feel what I say? So no disrespect to the young artists, no disrespect to the up and coming artists. Saying, but the reality is that there is context and structure to the interviews that I do. You understand what I say? So just bear that in mind. So when I want to feel like me I disrespect them, Zane and thing. And the man them when the money thing, that has never been my objective. You understand what I say? As I say, on any given month, I lose $250 to $500 turning down persons who reach out, say them have a song where them want to get review or them want to upload. This channel is not about that. So we refer them to some man who do them things there. You understand? You have to figure out what you want. You have to figure out what you want for your brand. You have to figure out what you want to build your channel around and stick to that. Yes, we are lose some money, but at the end of the day, it's not always about the money. I've told people this, that they have videos on this channel where from day one, me know me going to do them, then can't monetize because of the content. We still do the video then because there's a message in the video, there's a lesson to be learned from the video. So every video is not all about making money. You understand? Every single video have its role to play. So even if you not make no money, it'll gather watch time, which is the most important matrix. Then it'll get a few new subscribers. And most importantly, it is disseminating some information that I think is pertinent and ought to be shared with my viewers. You understand? So, I just want the man them understand the context. I don't want the man feel like me I diss them or teach them feel like he might get too big and him not interview because he's a young artist. No, my friend. The series is really and truly about where are they now. See, some artists still fairly current, so you say XYZ I share them story. But if we got interview now Barrington Levy, or we got interview Half Pint or Pinchers or one of them man there, it's what them they know. You understand? But when you interview now a Mr. Lex or a Natty King or a Norris man, it's really and truly them a share them story. Because even though they are not as visible now, them still very active in the space. You understand? Somebody just put some context out there because you can't please everybody in a life, you know. Zane, you can't please everybody in this life, but we try as best as possible to be accommodating and be polite Zane and thing. You feel me I say? I just the sort of thing there. You see? Yeah man. So I'm gonna get that out of the way. Last story then we call it a night. Zane. Peeps. Somebody sent me, a viewer sent me one thing earlier. Let me say I can find it and share with you. Where he was pointing out to me Caribbean inmates in American federal prison. You know which country out of the Caribbean have the most people in American federal prison? Want to make a guess and tell me. Bro, I don't take long for guess though. But the guessing not so good. I bright and bright, so that's one no guess. Could have fooled me, but yeah, yard. J.A. positive. Uncle Sax said Trinidad. No, you know, brother. I'm tell you what Trinidad there. See, Trinidad D for dep on it. I want to tell us a number one at Jamaica. Number 2 at Haiti. Number 3 the Bahamas. Then BVI, then Aruba, then St. Kitts, then Bermuda. I saw it I say. I don't know. It look like no Trinidad people. No, they are no prison America. They understand? I don't know. But me see information in front of me on that sitting here. Hey, camera there. See, it was published by the Jamaica Gleaner and thing. So, you know one thing go. Watch out now, peeps. Make we talk a little. Caught in Cuba. Jamaican envoy issues warning to drug smugglers as jailed former cop begs for help. I watched the one with Chico. It is good. Chico is one of my favorite singers. He has a unique voice. Great job. Yeah. Big up yourself, Pochilo 36. Pochilo. You understand? I'm glad you enjoyed the interview moment. See, in Jamaica, 540. But I don't think I'm more than that. You understand what I say? And thing, Haiti have 196. So we have about 3 more time people than Haiti in American prison. But watch now. We have one former police out of Cuba there. He might ask some help. I could hear what I go on for him now. Jamaica's ambassador to Cuba has issued a warning to local drug traffickers looking to exploit that communist country, adding that there is very little local authorities can do to help Jamaicans who find themselves facing tough prison sentences for offenses in Cuba. See Cuba and leave it alone, all drug dealers. I don't know, I have a try off a singing part because some you talk to them the years and most of them you have a sing here. Ambassador Catherine Phipps made the declaration on Thursday following a probe into the case of Derek Osmond Brooks, a 54-year-old former Jamaican policeman serving a life sentence in Cuba after being convicted on drug and forgery-related charges 17 years ago. Let me take out my glass. I'm talking to you a little. Peeps. You and me and everybody you know and everybody me know, I've seen many instances in Jamaica where men have been charged, tried and convicted for multiple murders and then get 5 years and 10 years and sometimes no years. Zin, and left the family of the victims to be droning and wallowing in tears. You understand? And in Cuba, this man get life. You know when get life drug smuggling and forgery. Them are the, me telling you, say them the message that we need for you send to the criminals in our country, you know. Me telling you, say we have to have a situation where we have to make some hard decisions and thing. You understand? Peeps, a man get life for drug smuggling and forgery. You know how much people in Jamaica get charged with forgery and get suspended sentences? You know how much lawyers get charged for forgery and them just allow them to pay back them money? Listen what I'm going on. At 17 years now, he must serve him life sentence since, you know. In a letter obtained by the Sunday Gleaner, Brooks alleges a long list of violations to his human rights at Cuban detention facilities, including the tough Combinado del Este prison. Wow, my Spanish not so too bad, you know. And issues continued threats of ongoing on a hunger strike if Jamaican authorities do not come to his rescue. So this man, don't trouble no man. But if you trouble this man, it will be a bomb. Peeps, the man say, him a go on a hunger strike if Jamaican authorities don't come to him rescue. To the rescue. Run away the girls and when you stress you. Dig up Tanya Stevens. You know what I think? You know Tanya perform a triple century and you know Tanya my favorite female artist of all time. And I never take in Tanya Stevens live. Then that no good. Mama, I didn't want to come link you up at that place there. But I didn't get for come round. You understand? But one of them time I go take in the one. You understand what I say? Yeah man, no better female writer in all of music. Yard or abroad. You understand? She's very controversial and she have her ways. But musically, lyrically, no equals. You understand? Yeah man. Peeps, this man you know, who decide say him a go smuggle some drugs into Cuba and go mess around Cuba. Say him not eat no food if the Jamaican authorities don't come to him rescue. You understand? You feel me I say? But I don't even know that. Then such calls are being echoed by Brooks' relatives, including his brother, Philip Lee, who said he has spent more than a decade trying to get Jamaican authorities to assist in getting his brother released or to better the inhumane conditions they say he is facing. You hear me, right? Why? I want pop up. I not even laugh after Mr. Brooks, you know. Me just laugh at some things. You understand? Last Thursday, however, Phipps said there is little Jamaican authorities can do as Cuba has its own laws. Rules are rules and laws are sanctions and justice system, which in some cases are far tougher than those enforced in Jamaica's democracy. You understand? Don't do it. Don't do it. Because the last set that did, the Cubans, actually allowed one of them to walk around and then arrested him right after. Said Phipps, noting that there are at least 9 Jamaicans in custody in Cuba, and all of them were arrested for drug trafficking violations. 3 of the convicts, she explained, were arrested last year and are to be sentenced. However, only Brooks has been serving a life sentence for his crimes. Phipps explained that while she and other Jamaican authorities have been in contact with the inmates, Cuba's laws limit the amount of support that can be offered by local agencies. People don't know that Cuba's intelligence services is up there. They figure it is a communist country and that the people are backward and therefore they can go through the people's country. Some of them have the gall to actually try and bring it into the country, continued Phipps, adding that Cuban authorities employ a no-tolerance approach to such offenses, as which we should. Some of the inmates were arrested upon entry to Cuban territorial waters, while in other cases, Cuban authorities may have been alerted by U.S. Coast Guard vessels, which, despite differing political views, share a mutual interest against drug trafficking in the Caribbean. She said, how Cuba can arrest so much people in territorial waters and so many people are come to Jamaica with guns. You understand? You You understand? Phipps noted that Jamaican authorities are barred from attending court hearings involving Jamaican citizens in Cuba, and explained that Brooks has over the years written to both Jamaican and Cuban authorities, including former President Raul Castro and current President Miguel Diaz-Canel, about his predicament. What kind of assistance can we offer? He is a convicted felon, and not only was he convicted because he was carrying cocaine, but they allege that he also tried to bribe officials and made use of false documents, said Phipps. Each country has its own system of justice, and just like we don't want other countries to come here and tell us how to run our show, we cannot tell the Cubans what they are to do, explained the ambassador, who said she has met with Brooks personally. Brooks' letter, obtained by the Sunday Gleaner 2 weeks ago, was 5 pages long and explained that he was convicted for 1 pound of cocaine, which was 37% pure, falsification of a public document, which was a passport, and bribery. He said he flew into Cuba from Montego Bay, St. James, on the 9th of June 2002. Him should then turn him yard. Yeah, me just see that G name flash up somewhere. You know the general about it. Let me say me can find him there. I know him. I don't know, man. Had it been Indonesia, Thailand, or China, it would have been a death sentence. So you're saying if you give thanks for your life, Doc, I'm glad for seeing my brother. You understand? I know you reply to my reply, but I don't read it yet still. You know I think of sometime. But I'll get back to you soon, bro. Go and hold it. You understand? I know you're not in the best of health, but it's always a joy if you know when you're popping at the stream. You understand? And peeps, as I've shared with you many times, Doc is one of the family members who has been having ongoing health issues. A wonderful human being, if I might say so myself. You understand? I have never met him personally, but through interactions on the channel and off channel, I would have come to know him. Seeing virtually, he is a lawyer by profession, a very, very intelligent gentleman, and a wonderful Jamaican. You understand? He would have been struggling with his health for years, but he continues his fight, and he is a most positive individual as well. So it's always a joy when that G forward in the building. You know what I mean? My brother that. You see me? Yeah. Also, Cookie, not Cookie. Cookie, big up yourself. Shan W is in the hospital again. She is not faring so well. Spoke to her on Friday night after I finished streaming. Spoke to her a little yesterday. Haven't checked up on her since day, but me do that before I go to bed. You know what thing go? You understand? So we have some family members who are ailing, and you know, we pray for them. I have not heard from Juno Gully since the surgery. I am waiting for him to contact me. He would have done a kidney transplant as his father was in need of a kidney, and he would have volunteered to offer same. So we hope that that procedure, I think the procedure would have taken place on the 9th of December. I think, if memory serves me correctly. So I do not know the status of his recovery at this point in time, or the status of his dad, but we hope that everything would have gone through. You understand? And other persons are ailing and stuff, but I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. When I remember them, we share them. But you know, we are one family, and even if it's just a word of encouragement or prayers we can offer to our brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? Would have seen a number of persons on the channel going through operations and surgeries and would have recovered fully. You understand what I say? So we give thanks to them things there. For the persons who continue to struggle with their health, I hope and trust that you will continue the fight and you will be around for a long time to come. Big up yourself, Father Doc G. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So I'm going to finish that up me and our peeps. Yeah, so the man write one 5-page long letter explaining that he was convicted for only a pound of cocaine, and him say it was only 30% pure. He was also arrested for falsification of a public document, which is his passport, and also bribery. He said he flew into Cuba from Montego Bay, St. James on the 9th of June 2002 and was accosted by customs officers who suspected that he had ingested the drugs. He was later taken to hospital and the drugs discovered. All of that for life imprisonment. Saying 1 pound of cocaine enough for life imprisonment. Then, I mean, no. 4 days, he said, he was repeatedly denied the opportunity to make contact with a lawyer and a representative from Jamaica. And that all the time he was placed in dirty, unkempt cells, unfit for human habitation. He claimed there was no evidence to support the charges of bribery or forgery. There was no translator present in court, neither any representative from the Jamaican embassy. The court proceeding was conducted in Spanish language, which I do not speak or understand, the letter stated. I made a verbal request in the court to have a translator or representative from the Jamaican embassy, which was denied by the judge who did not speak English. The letter continued, the Cuban government has violated my fundamental rights as written in the Cuban law. They have also violated international laws signed by Cuba. I need the International Human Rights Committee or Council to look into my matter and help me to receive a review of my case so I can receive justice for all these 17 years in prison without having a fair and impartial trial. The letter dated June this year ended with a promise of hunger strike for racial discrimination and human rights violations. Last week, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade confirmed that it was aware of Brooks's case, but said it could not immediately provide information regarding its assistance to him or other Jamaicans locked up overseas. While the ministry and its ambassadors are obligated to represent incarcerated Jamaicans overseas, their power is limited in some jurisdictions, Cuba being one. So in response to the Sunday Gleaner's queries, the ministry said that it was aware of 9 Jamaicans who are now serving sentences in Cuban prison facilities, all on charges related to illicit drug activities. We are also aware that there are hundreds of Jamaicans incarcerated in other countries. However, the details of specific cases are only shared confidentially between authorities and are subject to privacy and other legal restrictions, including those of the countries where the persons are imprisoned, the ministry stated. Additionally, discretion must always be exercised in the management of the cases of inmates, in keeping with their rights under the 1963 Vienna Convention on Consular Relations. In such instances, incarcerated nationals have explicitly asked that their family not be informed of their situation. The ministry and its overseas missions are obliged to respect such requests. So last Thursday, Brooks' brother, Lee, who lives in the Bahamas, said his brother's incarceration was severely affected by his family. Well, has severely affected his family. Both his wife and children have since migrated to the United States and have had limited contact with him over the years. Lee blasted the Foreign Affairs Ministry and other local agencies for doing nothing, despite several attempts to get assistance for his brother. Some prison inmates in Cuba are allowed conjugal visits, and Brooks is reportedly the father of one child with a Cuban while in prison. Some inmates are also allowed incoming telephone calls from relatives. Hey man, is a father from prison. So life not too bad. Since he has been in prison, this has severely affected our family. My sister spoke to him this morning and she called me crying that he is saying nobody cares about him and that the Jamaican government has abandoned him, he said. I have visited Jamaica countless times trying to get some assistance and nobody is willing. Is this how Jamaica treated citizens who find themselves in problems abroad? Asked Lee during a telephone call to the Sunday Gleaner from Barbados. Lisa Traveller. Before his conviction, Brooks was reportedly assigned to a police station in Ochorea, St. Anne, according to relatives who could not say why he had left the force. Danny says 17 years. Damn, people getting 5 to 8 with a truckload. But not in Cuba, I don't think, you know, Danny. Cuba think different. You understand? I kind of have a few concerns. The man are ripping to the Jamaican government. The reality is that Cuba is not Jamaica. You understand? And them man in a techno talk. You see? And this is a lesson. In everything there's a lesson, you know. Bomba at 11 o'clock. In everything there's a lesson, you know. Oh no, stop try car drugs going to people country. You understand what I say? Then this man, he want son like at the Jamaican government send him go to Cuba with drugs. And what him want them to do? Send one elite team for break in at the prison and break him out. We not got no SEAL team 6. We got it? Yeah, we don't know still. But when I say still, the tone of the letter is more confrontational than seeking assistance. I guess he would have write numerous letters before and him frustrated and hungry now. Zane, but at the end of the day, still in a brother. Nobody knows they got Cuba still. It's so harsh, but at the reality that Zane, and at the end of the day, he has a father from prison, so it's not all bad. It could have worse. You understand? You could have not see a woman in 17 years. Yeah, so it could have worse. Give thanks to small mercies. See, I don't know though what the government can do to aid the situation. I really don't think there is much they can do. See, the sentence is so harsh for 1 pound of cocaine and falsifying his passport and bribery, life imprisonment. Whoa. No, and we have man out there murder 13 people, Zine, and a bust case. You understand? Then you know, say we are part of one. Me tell you already, you know. Say, we have to get a leader who is willing to take the flak for making some very strong and firm decisions. Zine, me tell you, say the court of law is about getting justice. But in some instances, I'm telling you Friday night, you know. I know some people don't agree. But as I say, for example, if me is a judge and one murder case in front of me and the witness dead, anybody who in front of we charge for murder I go to prison. Make them go appeal and come out. But it means it spend some years at prison already. Then I say the way I go do. You understand? Congratulations to Cuba. Hold on, let me see if I can find a comment there. Man say, congratulations to Cuba. Zane? Congratulations to Cuba. Only hope Jamaica would get tough on crime. Maybe it will put fear in them. And that me I tell a brother say right now. I don't know, yeah, man. Zane, did you say it was 38% pure? Him say not Kevin and me. I don't know nothing about cocaine and purity. You know the purity, me know a purity bakery, you know. You understand? So, you know what thing go. Lloyd Smith say I'm moving to Cuba. No teach. Any man can get carried before the court. But brother, Johnny, that is true to in a one sense, you know. But as me say, sometimes you have to cut off your nose to suit your face, brother. Spite your face. Brother, as me I say, the long and short of me I say that, Johnny. See, I know people will disagree. You have to take a stance, brother. See, and as me say, in order to achieve anything great, you have to sacrifice some things. You feel what I say? You know much man, and then we see him on a ball in a Johnny and say, all of our criminals are free because witnesses missing and witnesses were murdered and them sitting there. Then at the end of the day, then you make sure say you take care of your witness. You feed the witness and make sure nobody not trouble the witness. You understand what I say? So we have to take a stand, brother. Zane, we have to take a stance. Because at the end of the day, it thinks that a way, brother. My youth are 1,302 Jamaicans murder since the start of the year, and we not done it, you know. 17 people in 72 hours, you know, brother. At this thing, you know, million witnesses are being murdered left, right, and center. And a man will kill all 30 people and walk free, you know, brother. You what you think him going to do after him do walk free? Him not feel like he can beat the system, man. Or we beat the system. See? We kill some people. Some people can't go to court. No witness alive. Then what you think him going to do next time? Now kill the witness them again. We have to take a stance, family. See? As me say, when Lee Kuan Yew come here in the early 1960s, Zane, and observe the beauty of the Jamaican economy, he went back to Singapore and modeled the Singapore economy of Jamaica's economy. But at the end of the day, they had to make sacrifice. They had to practice austerity measures for a long time. And the people them buying it and them burn them belly. And Singapore is one of the wealthiest nations on the face of the earth today. You have to give up something, forget something. You understand what I say? You can't expect forget things and you not give up nothing forget things. You know what, so? Zane, so in order for the betterment of the country, we have to go learn to give up a few things. You understand? You have to go drink some bitter medicine. And that's that is how bad the thing is going on. Zane, you can't use conventional means to fix back Jamaica right now. You have to go use conventional means with towing the boundaries of some things. And the sad reality that we're facing now. You understand what I say? Community policing and them policing in our work. You see? So, what are you willing to give up for a better Jamaica? That is the question. Or we are going to just continue to complain and watch man kill people in a middle day in a school, in a church, everywhere. You understand? We see still. But I understand your perspective to you, know, brother. Say a man can be in front of the court innocently still, you know, and witness missing again and then sitting there and... But, brother, as boy, I don't know. it probably a very harsh stance, but we have to take some harsh stance here, sir. Zane? We have to take some harsh stance. And may I close upon this, because after 11, you know, and night come, Zane, somebody asked me what I would do as Minister of National Security in the fight against crime in this country. Zane? And the reality is that I did say some things. I think I gave him about 8 to 12 points and so I can continue this for a year, brother. Zane? And I would have mentioned a number of things. One, we cannot keep doing the same thing repeatedly and expect a different outcome. That's the first thing. Zane, we can't announce and declare curfew left, right, and center and now remove the guns from the communities. Zane, first and foremost, I would create a specialized unit within the Jamaica Constabulary Force with help from the Jamaica military, where you have a team of people who are so trained to be inserted in certain communities and to search brick by brick for the guns and remove them. So you're going to improve the K9 unit capabilities of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Searching within there. See? After you do that, you're going to want to ensure say, the investigative capabilities of the detectives in the Jamaica Constabulary Force is first world. See? So you're going to train more investigators, send them overseas, figure train. See? So you're going to increase the number of investigators, crime scene investigators and detectives, and also their ability to investigate and close out cases. You feel what I say? You are going to invest in a more motor vehicles, some more resources. Vehicles, ballistic vests, helmets, you see what I say? Drones, metal detectors, all of them local things that you are going to invest in, man. Everything on a rocket science, you know. Zane, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take some time, but on a rocket science. Zane, you're going to also ensure, say, through work with the Ministry of National Security and the Ministry of Justice, a national database is created for fingerprints and DNA. So every crime scene you go and you find some biological evidence, you run it through the national DNA database. Eventually it will match somebody. You know, match must come up this year, this decade, you know. But when someone are 70 yard, they match. You understand? You feel what I say? Also improve the ability of crime scene investigators to one strand a year can win one case, you know. You feel what I say? Next thing, you're going to separate police officers from the force who are found to be complicit in crime, to be involved in corruption, or to be involved with criminals. So you separate them from the force. You understand what I say? Next, you're going to ensure that the framework is there without fear or favor to pursue, investigate, arrest, try, and convict corrupt public officials. You are also going to ensure that our territorial waters can be more properly supervised. So you're going to improve the capabilities of the Coast Guard. You're going to make sure that all our ports, whether formal or informal, are supervised properly. Like it thing is not as hard as people make it out to be. The thing can be achieved systematically, seeing over a period of time. Next thing, all unattached youths between age 19 and 25 must mandatory enlist in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I never say them have a choice. You know? If you're not going to school between 19 and 25 and you're not work, you're going to the military. Then me don't talk. Then nothing else know that for say. You understand what I say? A simple maths, you know. The Andre said we have to get rid of the entire police force. We had a discussion there earlier still. You feel what I say? So peeps, it thing nah go happen overnight, you know. But it can happen over time. You feel me? It can happen over time. And simply review along with the Ministry of Justice the laws that are antiquated and archaic and medieval and make no sense. And then now the laws and the books that are up to date and 21st century applicable, you enforce those laws. I don't need to earn $1 billion to advise the commissioner or the minister of national security. A common sense thing them there. Iraq said 19 to 25 needs jobs. Yes, Iraq. Understand? Roxy. Oh, good as that pronunciation, you know. Name the bad. Oh, yes, my friend. But the reality, and this is it, there will never be enough job for every single citizen of the country. But I promise you that there are more opportunities for the age cohort 19 to 25 than them when I work. Many of them can get jobs. They don't want to work. So, because them don't want to work, them have forgot in the military. You understand? If they don't want to work, they got to go in the military. And as I'm saying, there's not enough job for everybody, you know. Roxy. May I pronounce it so? See? Roxy. But the reality is that more of these youngsters can be gainfully employed or become attached. But none of them don't want to work. So let's not forget that. So if you don't want to work, and you don't want to go to school, and you are farm fool, and I pick up the rank tool, and I want to become jug mule, you go for a military like. That me I say. See? Some of them youth don't want to work, family. After they are trained, then what? But then no, look at it, this now, Rock E. See? The military provides areas of specialization. You have all sorts of people in the military. You have chefs, you have medical personnel, you have contractors, you have construction workers, you have the engineer corps. See? So yes, the military won't be able to absorb all of these persons. Zane, Roxy. But if you spend 2 years monitoring at the military, it will absorb some. See, some of them then going at the police force because them say we understaff in the military and police. And next thing, you would have received training at some level in the military where you now can go pursue gainful employment somewhere else. So, it better for 2 years you take off some youths off of the street and not train them than them dep on the road that cause mayhem. It's not a perfect situation. It's not the full solution. But I am sure it is better than them riding up on bike and I grab your purse or I take away your phone and your wallet. And the thing that the military tends to do is to not always, but majority of the times, is to instill discipline. That is what the youth them lacking now. Discipline. Zin? So, I understand say, what gonna happen to all of them man after them come out of the military? Zin? As you go along, you create social and economic avenues for the youths them as well. So it's not just everything coming in don't target, you know. Zin? But as I say, the thing is not as hard to address as they are making it out to be. All the simple need is little common sense and resources. And we been have the resource because of millions of dollars every year for donkey years have been misappropriated and embezzled and quote unquote stolen by a politician. So if all of them money that a politician would have fleeced over the years was channeled into education, zine, and security and health, this country then be a better place. So some of the same politicians then was them try to fix things and them mash up the things. You understand? The moment you attack education of the country, then for me, you should be charged with treason, man. Zine, and we see some people not only attack education, you know. Allegations are that them fleece it, but let me see you next time. We get back to them one of them time. Remember that's what I say, peeps. There's no perfect solution to the problem affecting the country. But there are many ways that the problems can be attacked, can be approached. You understand what I say? Zane, first thing, man, you have to reduce the amount of guns coming into the country. Then, after you seal off the entry of guns into the country, you go strategically, Zane, purposefully to try to get as many of the guns that are on the street already. The more guns you remove, is the less murders there will be. Is a simple correlation that you know. The less guns on the street, the less murders that will be committed. So you stem the flow of guns into the country. So you clean up down a wharf. You improve the ability and capability of the Coast Guards. It is not cheap, but it can be done. They know that there are over 250 informal ports of entries in this country. Find a way to monitor them. You don't even have to have physical presence there. There are so many drones being used by security, law enforcement officials around the world. So instead of keeping birthday party for man rich already, invest in some drones, man. You have a command center and all the ports of entries are being monitored from the air. The territorial waters can also be manned by unmanned vehicles, aerial vehicles. You have a command center and everything link and link and link. So the thing not I mean I know still. And as I say, peeps, it not go happen overnight. See, because this problem wasn't created overnight. It will take a long time. Yes, Miss Sandra Bennett will know that as well. Say crime is a business. Zane, but if we're serious, any business can be closed down. If we are serious, any business can be closed down. Yeah? So, and them look at things there. So as me say, if I had the ears of the Minister of National Security or the Commissioner, these are some of the things that I would point out. I am sure they will tell me that we have been looking at these things and we have been trying with these things and there are plans afoot and programs in place and persons receiving training and all sorts of the excuses them except taking responsibility for the situation. See? So, make we see. And then again now, to top it all off is, as a people, we have to change our mindsets. Our way of thinking is one of the biggest obstacle and hindrance to this crime fight in this country, you know. We same one get up every day and ball, say the murder rate and the crime rate is too high and we are the one being complicit with a lot of these illegal activities. We are the one defending criminals and warring police. We are defending criminals. We are some of the same people making it difficult for the police to execute their jobs that they have the authority under the law to do. Yes, some of them break the law and that needs to be addressed. But we are a part of the problem. You feel what I say? We are part of the problem, yo. Well, I don't know. Yo, I think multifaceted, you know. See? It's a much problem. It's multifactorial. You understand? And everybody have a role for playing at this. But I feel say, because you're not a police or a soldier, you don't have a role for playing at this. We have a bigger role for play than them. We are protect with friend. You understand? We are shield with children them. I know police kill them innocently in a cold blood. How much people them kill innocently in a cold blood? But because you get some of the blood money, everything good. But how many mothers are crying because of your son? How many fathers are crying because of your son? But police kill him. But 1 to the 10 people where him kill. Police will kill them. Backside, man. That's someone now wash the same bloody clothes them. You understand? Why, peeps? I love my country. I'm tired to say that. But I love the direction of my country going. You see? But I love my direction of my country going. You understand? And you know, boy, peeps, I have been doing a series of videos recently and who was or who is quote unquote people we categorize as dance. Again, that again is an indication of that we are part of the problem. See? You know, many dance come off as being Robin Hoods, you know, them take from the rich and give to anybody you are texting from somebody who are fear you are criminal. Many of these dance maintain power through fear, through intimidation, and through murder. And these are the people that we glorify down the years. If you glorify a man who break the law, you are support criminality family. See? And how many how many men rise to the status of being dance? People can actually say never involved in the murder of anyone. Just think about it and answer me. How many dons have risen in Jamaica who has never been responsible, probably whether directly or indirectly, for the murder of a Jamaican citizen? Or the purchase of guns to arm young men in their communities? And them people that we block road for, we demonstrate for. You understand? Free X and free Y. So we as a people are part of the problem. You see me? I am currently scripting the video for Jim Brown. And when you sit and you watch some of the documentaries done by foreign journalists on Jim Brown, and you learn some of the things that Jim Brown have been implicated of, and who facilitated Jim Brown. Some of them man there, I say, their discussion afoot to make some of them man the national heroes. Then what you expect to happen to the country? What you think will happen to the country? Peeps, I got my belly answer. You know what thing go? We give thanks for the support, you know. See it there 11:30 now. A man in a UK, you know. I know some people celebrating. You see? But the things that are way, man. Spring Garden, I say when you sit down and I do the research for them video, yeah, brother, you come across some things. You know, boy, I say, yo. See? I say, yo, they know if it better as a country. When the people them should do the right or do the wrongs, and I facilitate the wrongs, and are being complicit with wrongdoers. And then at them the same one that come and tell us that them a try to fix crime. When them become prime ministers or MPs. How you try to fix something you're involved in? Peeps, good night. Appreciate the continued support. Zane, this will be the Christmas week. I know a lot of festivities, a lot of fun, a lot of frolic, a lot of consumption of alcohol. I implore, I beseech, I beg of thee to do things in moderation. If you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. When you leave in your home, load them headphones something them, man. Load them Bluetooth headpiece something them. Them things are a distraction. Always be alive and alert. Always be observant of your surroundings. Because people are observing whether you believe it or not, you know. You understand what I say? Them gold chain and gold bangle and chopperite and anklet and gold ring and thing. Yes, you work for it and I hear money by it. But people take it and take your life in the process, family. Walk with only the cash you need, especially in the Christmas season. Yeah. If you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Send it go give somebody. Describe the car, describe the driver. Tell people where you're there, tell people where you go. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, 9 out of 10 times, it's wrong. Above all, trust absolutely no one. For the people them every move they make, it upon them social media page and them WhatsApp status, they need to stop it. You expose yourself to harm and danger. Many of the people them upon your WhatsApp, you think them are your friend, and it's not even say them are your friend, you know. But you don't know who have access to for them phone. You don't know who are pre a certain way from a long time. You understand what I say? So certain things, nobody no need for know. Someone will chat too much, man. Someone will love highlight and spotlight too much. Them things here lead to with death some of the times, man. You have to be careful. You understand what I say? For the people that live them relationship on social media, that's something not at. That's something not happen. You understand? Your private life is your private life, family. You see? So you share bits and pieces of your life, but everybody don't need to know every detail of your life. See? For the people them who make Instagram, make them sell out, we don't need for whole out. You understand? Stop trying to live people life. Live the best life where you can live within your means. Don't search your heart further than where you can reach. You understand what I say? Some of the youth them, I put them bottom over counter. You see what I say? If you try to live some hype life, we don't need to stop that something. Stop sell out. Remember, say your social media history. And a social media history and a year history. It is there. You can delete from now till thy kingdom come. It can be found. Remember, say you go look at job. Remember, say you go have a youth. You understand what I say? Remember, you go look at visa. People are researching, people are Googling. The whole of the young and the whole of make mistakes, but be careful. Yeah, me I tell you, say, and me I say, peace, big up on no nice and decent selves, you know. And me I say, courage, God favored me. 360 reason with Nas. Nasan, big up yourself, you know, brother. Father Dante Dan, Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott, Miss Sophia Kobe, Acacia Music, Zane, Gretel Richards, blessing my friends. Spring Garden, big up yourself, you know, DeAndre Small. Carl Sukar, blessings in the family. Cookie Mama, big up yourself, Empress. Miss Funk, manners and respect, you know. Craig Creations, all the people in the building. Sizzler Fan Bonito, Rising Star TV. Miss Joan Levine, always enjoy pronouncing that surname. Zane, Jahites, I like that name in the family. Manners and respect, you know. Samuel Medley, blessings every time, you know. You know what I mean? And thing. Tony Miller Smith, a blessing. Dwayne Scarlett, Peter May, Odari One, The Poet Speaks, Sanja G, Julian Smith, Queen Cleopatra TV, all of the people in the building, you know. Tetla War, Capo 2007, She's Caribbean, blessings in the Empress Wagwan, Fatherland's Crooks, manners and respect, you know. Done the place. Manners and respect, you know. Name bad fam. You know what I mean? Johnny Boy. Big up yourself, you know, look, brother. Hope all is well, you know. Frederick Simmons. Yes, California watching. Big up yourself, you know, brother. I appreciate the support, you know. May what? Blessings, my friend. You know what I mean? Peeps, I am not sure if I will stream Wednesday night, being that it is Christmas. We'll see. You know, probably that night have a little call in, have a little vibes, and have a little fun. If not, Friday. But big up on yourself. Merry Christmas when it comes. Have a wonderful Christmas period. Don't overindulge in nothing. Moderation before botheration. You know what thing go. You have to balance the thing. You know what thing go, peeps. The merch store. I don't know all the things. Everything in the description. And you go buy something over a merch store. You understand? Big up to the people who would have contributed financially to the stream tonight. Danny Blackhorse, Jerome K. Battle, Dexter Fremantle, Damian White, Mrs. Shelly Congolese, Zane and Cookie Mama. Big up to everyone, you know. Everybody who tune in tonight. Big up on yourself, you know. Zane, for the people who watch the stream, want to comment, big up on yourself. Soul music lover, manners. I don't know if you thing that, but for the persons who have been engaging in the comment section, you know, a bill of vibes, I keep the thing going. Big up on yourself. Philip Bryan, good night. Zane. And thing for the people that must share the stream, manners and respect, for the people that must comment, for the people that must like. Everybody we appreciate, you know, like that. You know what I mean? For the people that who continue to watch all the videos, to share them, to comment upon them, to like them, big up on yourself. For the people that will continue to recommend the channel, big up on yourself. For the people that want to see a road and to teach them, we appreciate the work, big up on yourself. Appreciate everybody. Zane, Davian Lion, hope I pronounce that correctly, you know. Big up on yourself, you know, peeps. Miss June Reid, manners and respect to everybody, you know. Yes, I mean, so Miss Ruth Daly, all of the people, manners, Miss Grace Abel, the works. Peeps, Wednesday maybe, Zane, but if not Wednesday, definitely Friday, or maybe Thursday morning, or one of them times. I could see you go, yeah, man. But the holiday, I know, you know, say anything possibly, you know. Father Danny, big up yourself, youth. King of Kings TV, bless up to the ones them. You understand? Genius, Father Joel, big up yourself for the youth. Yeah, man, all the people them from St. Thomas, you know. You know what thing go. Yes, sir. Arias Daily. I know that we want more than that. I hold them a left bun for in a pot. I know that we want more than that. And my money by the court not. You, Mr. Greedy. Trying to take what is for me. Oh, what is your philosophy? Hey, yo, Natty King, big up yourself, you know. Kurt Neil Matthias. Chico likewise, Mr. Lex. Zane Dwayne Stevenson. Anthony Red Rose. Arkai. Zin General B, Alien. Who else we interview? I don't remember, you know. You understand? I don't want to left out nobody, you know, because you know what thing, you know. Zin people, so no know more interview coming. You understand? Rachel Robinson, good night, Empress. Manners and respect, you know. Appreciate the support, you know. Zin. Rajaville Radio, blessings family. Appreciate the support, you know. Manners and respect every time, you know. Zin, Acacia, you need to sing for more of them days, you know. You understand? Oh, Acacia, hear me do. You see me start the podcast. I go invite you on as one of the young artists who do the work, you know. So you come and tell your story a little bit and sing to a tune. You know what you think of? Father Irvin Steer, manners and respect in the family. Ras, Enigmatic, blessings in the family. Dolly Fashion, killing it, blessings Empress. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, all the people in the building, big up on a nice and decent self, you know. Merry Christmas to everybody when it forward, you know. You understand? For the people that want to subscribe yet, you need to go subscribe to the 3rd channel or the 4th channel. One of them channel there. It named JA Positive, where we will be highlighting positive developments occurring in Jamaica. Showing people say, yo, and not just negativity their yard, man. The thing bigger than that. You understand what I say? And for every negative, you have a positive story. It's just that negativity is now hip and it's mainstream, and positivity tends to get, you know, shuffled by the wayside, but things are going on yard. You understand? And no matter how bad the things look, things are going on here. So remember, so don't forgot subscribe to Gaza Screech. Big up yourself, you know. You understand? Don't forget subscribe to that channel there. Good things are come over there. Soon. Soon and very soon. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. So that's the thing there, no peeps. So we have the good, the bad, and the indifferent. But Jamaica is still the place that I love. Country of my birth, and we're not left here. See, you know, I show people them some good things that go on around here. You understand? For all of the local people them where I make a difference in the country, no, look out, teach them I come circle one of them time. You understand what I say? Yes, I. And them things there. Peeps! Enjoy yourself. Be careful. Moderation over botheration. You understand what I say? Slow down. See, whether you drive go country, you drive come a town. The genius, big up yourself, brother. You know, I appreciate that something there. You know what thing, you know. Father Glenn Ellis, manners and respect, you know, and DJ Genius said they here from a long time, you know, brother. So I appreciate the continued support, you know, from art. You understand what I say? So, peeps go and look out. I mean, the podcast, Zane, to forward, and them something there. And then we are going to upload some things, man. You say, you know what thing, we are working on peeps. We are build the brand, we are expand, we are diversify. We are turning thing into a little business type thing while we still disseminate the information in a factual, concise and fair way. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, no coloring, nothing. No coloring book. We just share the information as is. And when I stream them, we come talk about a few things and them something there. You see it? And them things there. And on that we want more than that. Hey, you, Mr. Greedy. Yeah, so that's going to be the intro sequence. J Positive and them things. I would have done all the audio work for the podcast in terms of intro and rejoin and some little things. Seeing outro. Seeing when I work on the things for the channel. I think that I would have done the banner. I think I would have uploaded that earlier, the channel art. I think me use Usain Bolt, Miss World and Shaggy. You know, some people would have contributed positively to the country. Zane and thing, you know, from time to time we change with some more Jamaicans where I make strides. You know what I mean? Peeps, big up on yourself. I love you, you know. You understand? My brothers, I love you. My sisters, I love you. You understand? You know what thing, the whole of we are one, you know. Zane, we are look out for a better nation, you know. JA Positive. Hope is there. All is not lost. Peeps, what good. To Kerry J, man. Kerry and say at 1 o'clock. Every night you come here about teeth. Stay. Man, Kerry, go on your bed. You understand what I say? Go on to your bed. You feel me? Put you loose and not taking is from my parish. Yeah, man. You know, St. Thomas is on the rise, you know. You know what thing go? One of the parish that, you know, never get the attention where they need down the years. But hopefully, some of them things that can help to turn the thing. One of the things, a part of the discussion that I had with, because there's some, you know, disagreement between Natty King and Bushman. See? You know the story that Bushman was arrested one time, allegedly found with a weapon. Zane, Natty King had the song, you shouldn't bring no guns, come to town. So apparently Bushman feels say him Natty King did that. Natty King said nothing like that. So them not really agree. One of my hope is to get Bushman and Natty King to do a collaboration. I'm gonna work on it, you know. I'm not a producer, but I'm gonna work on it. So Bushman, anyway you're there, brother, you need to link up. You understand? Zane make a whole lot of reason, and then we try to get the two DJ them from out of East. You can't imagine. First thing, Natty King and Bushman, them not sound much different than if you notice. As a matter of fact, I think there's some resemblance between the two of them, you know. The man, them has two of the giants them from out of East. You no need to put them differences aside, unite, and show say, yo, as a people, we can rise above anything too. So that to them be great. You understand what I mean? So I'm going to work on that as a personal project, you know. I can't promise you nothing, you know. Tony Clark, yeah man, boy, you them good. You them good. Me personally them pay for your studio time for your 2 man then go voice a tune. I mean I want a financial reward out of it, and we just want the 2 hydrants them from out of East, you know what I mean, come together and build a vibes. If Natty King and Bushman do a song, it already and enough voice it. You understand what I mean? I say? Yeah man, so we gotta work on it. Cause Bushman a giant in his own rights. You know what I mean? You see, Natty King, talent. When I listen to the man voice, Zane, he come like a the record, yeah, listen. He real art. You know the artist them, you know. When I interview the man them, you say, yo, he man them born for this, you know. Don't underestimate the talent where man them have, man. Zane. So that's the thing there. So peace, big up on yourself. Bushman, anyway you're there, brother. Go and hold it. We need for all a reason. You hear, sir? Yes, I. Cause we burn a fire upon a weak heart, Babylon and them sweetheart coulda never get we down. Peeps, what good? Step with Jah. Merry Christmas when it come. You understand what me I say? I'm out.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.